immediately crash.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Please, please. I don't ask for much, please. I just want to verify, is it working on your end?
Yeah. It's just
Okay, cool.
waiting for it to go up.
I check in. Did you already remove the thing in the back?
I'll go do that. All right. Oh my gosh. Well, it's working now. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it's on. I see it. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right, cool. You go down to your team chat now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Delay is
Oh,
on. Delay is back
yeah.
on. Delay is back on.
Yes, yes. Everything's odd. Holy.
Okay, great, great, great.
Yeah, we were just waiting. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Ahora sí parece.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I was having
Yo.
technical difficulties. How are you guys?
Ready?
I'm ready, yeah. Kinda.
Hi, friends. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi.
São 5 matches. E um tempo também. Vamos durar como 3 horas aqui. ¿Tú crees que Kalei vaya a jugar en PC?
Mm,
Se puede.
no sé. Yo, Cali,
Yes, hello.
what are you gonna use for the game?
They have me using an AK.
I mean, class.
They already like preset everything for me, so I don't know.
Okay. Did you play before this game?
I played a little bit, yeah. I played a lot last year.
And what about these days? Nothing?
I don't think I've played like this battle royale on here. Um, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I'll go to
Oh, all right, Cali. Can you use misdirection? The class.
I don't know. They just gave me a class to use. We went over.
Which one? The
What class?
medical. Which one?
I don't know.
Let us know.
¿De qué están hablando? ¿De qué están hablando? No entiendo nada.
Viendo a ver qué es lo que va a usar ella.
Ah, ok.
Porque ya se lo predeterminaron según le dijeron que use eso.
Cali, am I allowed to be IGL?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't mind. Yes, yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, all good, better.
Tú vas a
Yeah.
usar médico, Duban,
Yo.
Smoke, Cali, and then misdirection. I'll use defender.
Okay, yo uso médico.
Yeah, because
Si
for
tú quieres,
Cali,
si tú
misdirection.
quieres, tú me puedes decir úsalo y así, tú sabes, porque yo no los uso, pero tú cuando
No,
me digas úsalo.
for Cali, misdirection, like when they recharge you, just activate it over and over and over when we're in the fight. Just stick together and just listen.
No, estoy hablando del mío. Cuando tú quieras curar y eso, tú me avisas. Dale, pues yo me lo pongo. Pero ¿qué ventaja tiene? Porque tiene una ventaja, nada más curar y ya, no hace otra cosa.
Simón, solo te cura, te ayuda
Está bien,
en la pelea.
Está bien. You need help to join the room?
Did they already put it in?
Yes.
Yes. We can help you.
Pero ya saben dónde van a caer para no caer ahí como.
Hay que ver primero el avión donde está, más o menos. Creo yo. Le damos el líder a.
They're talking about Cali right now in Call of Duty.
Oiga, ¿ya saben si lo están transmitiendo?
Me imagino que hace 10 minutos lo está
Lo
transmitiendo.
están transmitiendo, yo lo ando viendo ahorita en TikTok.
Y en YouTube también.
Y en YouTube, sí.
Pero no te lleves de eso, olvídate del stream. Concéntrate aquí en el juego.
Yo ando directo también, solo les aviso.
Ok. Tiene los 2 minutos, dile ahí.
Simón.
Está bien. Ay, Pepe. ¿Cuántas views tú tienes? Zero view.
Estoy también en Twitch streaming.
¿Cuántas views tú tienes?
1K.
1K de view.
And I think that's the super interesting part about this tournament.
Eh?
These teams
Come
get to
on.
choose how they want to play.
¿Qué
These are the
hablador?
first 3 challenges, so you've got Cha-Ching, Hot
Es
Drop,
que no hablan
and
con los
SMG. Knock.
fanáticos.
Obviously, the first 2, 25 quantity, everybody can earn these. Every single team can redeem 3 and 8 points if they do.
Yo,
these
Kalei,
things.
are you entering or
Hot
what?
Drop is a little
Yes, I just
harder
need the
to do.
code.
You've got
Like
to
Well, let me
the
send you the
key.
code. Ella
Yes,
está preguntando por el
please.
code.
drop on launch play,
Yeah,
base
send her the
from
code.
the opening
What
plane.
the fuck? ¿Dónde está?
Things
Aquí
get
está.
a little interesting. If you choose to go for this, you automatically get 8 points. A huge boost.
Kalei, this is the
Problem
code
is, if you go for
and
this, you get your 8 points and you die
password.
immediately and you're
Give me a
forced
sec.
Perfect.
his way,
Thank you.
you're done for the map. So I think some
Here.
of these teams
Thank
may
you, thank
say,
you.
Hey, I think we can get more points
Welcome, welcome.
because I think we're gonna stay alive till the end, get our placement points, be a top 5 team, and get those 10 points. I'm not too worried about it. Whereas other teams say, hey, if we can be the team that wins Hot Drop, shoot, we get our 8 points, we get a bunch of kills as well. We could be the top of the leaderboard. The other 2, a little bit easier to earn. Just kind of normal gameplay loop float. You should be able to complete those, especially if you tend to play with an SMG. So that's how it's all going to work. Feel free to keep asking questions. I think it's quite self-explanatory for the most part. But I am happy to pay attention to all of our streams all over the place and answer your questions. So
Steam 9.
challenges out of the way. Bobby back. Bobby, it's time to talk about maps, and I want you to give me your thoughts around Isolated and Blackout, the 2 maps we're playing today, and maybe a key delineator between those 2, as we are starting with Isolated, but we'll be seeing Blackout here in map number 2.
Did you fix things or you're good? Or you playing PC? Oh.
I'm
Oh,
on
well.
I'm on an iPad.
Oh, that.
Mm.
especially with the fact that we don't have any restrictions on vehicles or classes. This is one that I think is going to be a lot more entertaining. It's one that we don't get to see nearly as much, especially in the rotation for competitive COD mobile events, but that's one I'm definitely looking for, and one that I think the current rule set could be very, very interesting for, especially with the addition of buy stations.
Yeah, it's a really good shout. Buy station's definitely going to change the way the game's played. We'll talk about that as we get into it. But we are starting with Isolated. This is an OG, the classic. Everybody loves it. Everybody plays it. And I'm really excited to get into our very first map of the day. I think we are just about there. And now, Bobby, since I've got you back, we talked a little bit about those challenges. And one of our first map challenges is that Hot Drop on launch base. And I want to get your take as a professional here in the booth about this Hot Drop. What do you think about it? If you were playing, would you go for it? I mean, 8 points is a kind of a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely enough to go for something like that. I think
You get some rest. Yeah, I am I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I'm exhausted. Today was something. Short stream. Yeah, I don't plan on streaming. This is like 6 games, so after I'm getting off. I'm getting off.
Ali.
Yes.
So about the Hot Drop, like when does it start and everything?
Uh-huh.
What is it, Chang-Ching or Hot Drop that goes first?
Wait, what?
So I'm looking at the live and it says that we have this Hot Drop, SMG knock, and the Chang-Ching, the
Mhm.
challenges.
Okay, yeah,
Which
yeah.
one's first?
It's not showing up for me yet. They're not live on my side. So I'm waiting
They're
for
live on
that.
TikTok.
They are.
Yes, and YouTube. Just put Call of Duty Mobile.
¿Qué tú le estás preguntando?
Los challenges.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm logged into like this website that tells me the active challenges. So I think when the game starts, the challenge will show up on that, because then I have to like click it to confirm and everything like that. So I'm waiting for that.
It's dog tags, right? Or is it out of real life?
It's not showing for me yet on my side. Like for the order and everything like that.
All right. So do you guys, which challenge do you guys want to do, or you guys want to do all of them?
Might be underestimating the level of skill in these lobbies as well. They might be assuming that it's going to be comparable.
Okay, I'm willing to do all the challenges to get extra points.
These are all the players that are at the top of each of their So,
¿Qué tú dices?
it'll be
Que si quieren hacer los
interesting to see
challenges,
if that's
yo quiero
something
hacer
that
todos
actually
para ganar
pans
más
out.
puntos.
A lot of times with
¿Pero qué es eso,
somebody's
loco?
maybe a tier 2 pro regularly going against tier 2 pros, it seems like
Dilo, di, ¿qué es eso? Eso es lo coger la caja, Lo drop.
Smoke, smoke, smoke. Agarra tu humo, agarra tu humo, agarra tu humo.
Yo agarré médico.
La morra se fue a la gran puta. ¿Por qué se fue la morra?
Dile. ¿Y el Dubai no tiene que estar en BC?
Se fue. ¿Por qué la morra se fue, mano?
La morra no fue que se fue el Dubai. ¿Para dónde vamos?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Puerto. Laboratorio tampoco hay lejillo también. ¿Para dónde vamos?
Pa'l muelle, pa'l muelle.
Ah, va.
Okay, so the SMG knock, we have 2 minutes to do. It just started.
Yo no lo estoy viendo, es otro güey. Lo voy a mirar.
¿Va más gente aquí? El WhatsApp ya empezaron. ¿Va cayendo más gente con nosotros?
Sí. Pilas.
Hay una Argus aquí.
No idea what's going on. I am just existing. I am just existing. Okay. I'm here. So how it went was it was an open
Si
qualifier.
ven un arma me avisan porque no tengo.
Utea.
It was an open qualifier. So I don't know who these people are.
Uy, aquí hay uno.
So we're
Acá hay un
here.
cargador empleado.
We're here. Yeah, just a little bit nitro, but it's okay.
Nos viene gente, nos viene gente, nos viene gente.
Voy. ¿Dónde?
No, todavía no.
Might be a slight.
Le di a varios.
Might be a slight.
Your teammate has scanned your dog tag. Wait for the revive flight.
Pásame balas. ¿Quién tiene balas? Pásame balas. Necesito balas.
No tengo casi. Hay uno que viene a hacer.
Balas pesadas. Pesadas.
Está tocado uno que le di ahí. La vaina te marca paso mini entry. Había uno que se está acercando.
I was gonna
Ito, wala
say,
pa
oh my
niyan.
god, could you imagine if I fell to my
tengo.
death? Chat?
Ese es uno de ellos.
Oh my god. I have like no idea what's going on.
Regresa. No tengo balas. Go back. Go back. Return.
Sure, I'll pick that up.
No.
Yeah.
Se fueron.
Number 3 come. 3 ven.
Voy.
Just me and my pistol.
Seguro se fueron ellos también porque yo le estaba dando mucha bala. ¿Tienen balas de sobra de la marrón, Leonel?
Síganme. No.
También yo voy.
No tengo balas.
Pero dilo en inglés también para que
Vamos a
Kalei te
lootear.
entienda. Going. Come Kalei when you can.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Puede agarrar un RPD, loco. Se le está dando durísimo. RPD Lover.
Bro? Oh, hell no.
Habrá mucha gente aquí, loco.
Ew.
No.
Oh,
What's
I
up?
did it! Oh my god.
Siéntame tiro.
Juguemos juntos.
Atlas welcomes you to New Vision City. We hope you have a safe and pleasant stay.
Si nos disparan, nos tiramos, ¿qué?
Is there like slide canceling? Oh.
Peleamos. Necesitamos
Oh.
kills.
There is.
Toda bala, Nada.
You know?
Uy, aquí hay balilla. Uy,
Vamos
uy.
a cambiar placas también. Aquí tenemos ventaja. Vamos a la mejora.
Okay, we're going down.
Va. No tengo bala todavía, loco. Si tú avísame. Te la muero.
Bloquea todas las balas. Agarra-
Ya vi, aquí.
agarramos también.
Ya vi.
Las balas.
You know what? 30 bullets in a
También agarra
dream.
placas.
No idea what's going on. I'm existing.
Vamos.
You hold the ticket to a whole new world. Be sure to present it before entry.
Síganme.
Voy.
Oh man. Oh my god, there's armor?
Looteamos el medio.
Yo. I didn't know there was armor.
No hay nada por el lado.
Hay cinética, échense.
¿Cómo?
Hay cinéticas, échate.
Ok, bala.
I need to get inside and see how this monster is built.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Vas a la mejora.
Vamos. No, espérate,
Inside
que
and
perdí
see
mi
how
arma.
this monster is built. I need to get inside.
Vengan,
and
vengan,
see how
vengan,
this
vengan.
monster is
Vamos a la mejora.
built.
The airdrop is coming.
Okay. I'm just following my team. Bro.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Luego nos subimos al carro. Lleven dinero.
Yo tengo que compro.
Dame el dinero, dame el dinero, dame el dinero.
Voy. ¿Dónde está?
Dame el dinero.
¿Cómo te lo tiro?
Mochila, y donde miras tu dinero, tirar. Púrate.
No veo el dinero. Soltar todo. Allá, ya. Lo tiro aquí.
Voy.
Ahí queda entre más dinero.
¿Quién mierda te está comprando, güey?
I hope they're not wanting me to drop cash or something.
¿Vieron gente o qué?
¿Por qué el Dubana no estaba aquí, güey? Que se meta
Hay
al
que ir al
Discord.
zona, hay que ir al zona, hay que ir así.
¡Ey!
Dile que entre a disco, marico. No podemos llegar a pie.
Entra a Discord.
Airdrop has been delivered.
I be flying and shit. I be flying and shit. Bro.
The safe zone is collapsing.
Mano, dile a Dubán que se meta al Discord, mano.
Dile por ahí, no puedo, loco.
Yo ya lo dije, ahí está.
Ya entro.
Ahí está.
No te puedes salir del disco, Duban, quédate en el disco, loco.
Ya, listo, ya. ¿Sí me oyen?
Estaba el dinero que tú usaste para comprar armas, güey.
No podemos
¿Qué?
quedar en esta casita hasta que cierre zona más.
Solo síganme a mí. Cuidado, cuidado, cuidado. Suban.
Kalei.
Ahí dispara, loco.
I have no
No se baje, no se baje.
idea what's going on. I can't understand anything. Oh, it's okay though, chat. I'm here for the vibe. I'm here for the freaking vibe.
Airdrop has been delivered.
¿Sí me oyen?
Airdrop has been delivered.
He wants money.
Solo hagan lo que yo digo, mano.
I don't know how to drop cash.
Dale.
See this one guy in the kill feed just absolutely popping off, and I just know I come across a real human being, I'm gonna get absolutely pissed on. But that's okay, because that's why I stick next to my team.
Hay que bajarnos, pero no se alejen.
¿Cómo?
You know, I sit here and
No, go ahead,
wonder
Emilio.
where I'm just like, I really sat here, I was like, how do I even get out of the car? But the cool thing about COD Mobile is that there's pictures for someone like me.
Dispara. Sube. Sube.
No puedo subir. Pero no, chaval. Ya subí. Coño, no haga eso, loco. Mejor párate en una casa.
Cúrate.
Ya. No haga eso, que tengo el botón de subirme incómodo. ¿Cómo te digo?
Airdrop has been delivered.
Esta casa está buena, loco.
Hey, Lucky died, and I'm happy I survived longer than he did. And that's what really matters.
Marica, ya fue. Creo que por ahí alguien.
Oh shit, we are fighting?
Buena.
I hope not.
Me vienen. Pelea.
Atrayendo. Atrayendo también. Bueno, que lo pasen una vez.
What the hell did I get myself into?
Baja.
What the hell did I... What is this?
Bajen. Juega en esta casa.
Claro, eso no se puede hacer.
Entra. Entren.
Airdrop has been delivered. You can still return to
Ven.
I just got blown up.
¿Cómo estunean tanto, loco?
What just happened? What the absolute just happened?
Nos están viniendo.
What What the helly? What the
Suba,
helly?
Mate.
I am back. I am back. I am back. I'm so back, chat. I am so back.
Quédate.
Quédate arriba, quédate arriba.
We are
Viene la ventana.
so back.
Big.
Y'all think I die again? Surely not, right?
Muerto. No salgan.
Viene zona.
Tienen que recoger las placas.
Oh my god.
Quédate ahí.
You know, no idea what's going on.
Arriba.
No idea what's going on.
Arriba. Está arriba.
You know, don't know how to shoot. You know, I was more worried about going out of the car, of like learning how to get out of the car, but I didn't know how to shoot.
Airdrop incoming. Airdrop has been delivered.
I love reading Twitch chat and everybody is so delayed. You know, so happy that everyone can like hear what I'm saying. I will say, I do need to...
I go got my safe, bro.
Enemy vehicle is nearly done for. Enemy vehicle is
Ven acá, ¿qué es lo que hace que suene tanto disparo? Lo de la hora. La mierda está rota, lo vamos a usar eso. Un verbo. Ele tá andando com a caroça.
The safe zone.
There is no way Beastie is on here. Wait, no, that's not Beastie.
Yo, just ready. Down to the last 5 teams.
Oh my god, I thought that was Beastie. Why? Why are my MRC teammates better on this game than I am? Hello?
The safe zone is collapsing.
Kalei, I need you to run this direction. Duran, humo.
Déjame llevarlo del sonido, loco, eso está roto.
Yeah, that's why Kalei just move direction del sonido.
Pero ella lo tiene. Pero ella
No,
no lo
ella
va a
tiene
usar.
una cosa que está volando.
Ella no lo va a poder usar, no lo va a usar, dejamos eso a mí.
Necesitamos médico, mano.
Pero que no necesito como con esa mierda, eso no me gusta, no sirve. Porque te quitan el escudo y ya, loco. Y esa mierda, a mí me mataron fue por eso del sonido, porque me llegaron dos por atrás, que yo estaba escuchando pasos por otro lado. Y además, ¿cómo no bajamos ahí en esa montaña, loco? Mejor aguantar. y ya.
Nos acorralaron ahí, unos estaban desde el otro lado y los otros desde arriba.
Mano, si
Sí,
es
había
3 contra
entonces,
4.
había gente de los dos lados. Plus,
Ajá,
que
ya
yo no escuchaba nada, no escuchaba nada con lo
Por eso
eso.
mi dirección.
Porque la chica la mataron desde el otro lado con sniper. Y a mí me bajaron también desde el otro lado. Y mientras este marica estaba luchando arriba.
Y a mí me llegaron dos, bueno, antes me llegaron dos ahí por el lado izquierdo.
¿Cuántos kills hiciste? No vi.
¿Cuál, a mí?
Sí.
Cuando estábamos arriba, que nos bajamos del carro, a la izquierda llegaron dos. Me llegaron dos porque...
Sí, ahí habían dos. Y lo bajaron.
Necesito que
me
queden a la
bajaron.
par de mí, mano, a la par de mí.
Yo estaba a la par tuya. Me
Necesito
mataron
que
ahí.
ayuden. Estoy solo.
Pero que es lo que te digo, no importa hacer 5 kills. Si el que queda a 10 le dan 10 puntos, son 5 puntos contra 10 puntos. Y a que él no mató a nadie, digamos, el que queda en 10, le dan 10 puntos. Es mejor aguantar, loco, aguantar, no ir a buscar y que kill. La kill al final se sacan. Es lo que yo te estoy diciendo. Porque eso de estar en el carro y después bajarse.
Entonces,
frente a más gente.
ok. Va a ser tu bandera, entonces sígame.
Dale, a tu manera, a esa manera, pero yo te voy a seguir, no importa.
Dale,
Pero tratemos de hacer eso, dale.
dale,
Sí,
andemos
claro,
juntos,
aguantar.
campeemos, hay que hacer lo que sea, pero si nos empujan, atacamos, sin miedo.
Exacto, si no empujan, sí. Pero no ya empujarle, para que ellos no empujan y va a valer verga. Y más en el medio de la nada. Y después
Sí,
trata
claro.
de
Es que
huir más
necesitamos
difícil.
alguien que use médico. Si tú usas mi dirección y uno usa humo, la morra no sabe usar médico. Está solo una cosa que te hace volar.
Puedo van que
Sí,
use
claro.
médico.
Bueno, hágale, yo uso el médico todo bien.
Son médico, escudo y mi dirección. Ahí está.
Ya, ahí está.
3 contra 4. Literal.
No hay pedo, no hay pedo. Si le damos como te digo, locos, podemos hacer más kills.
Brighter
porque
note
ellos van
chat.
a-
I have no idea
si
what's
pushean,
going on, but
se lo
there
lleva el
is
diablo.
a
Si no
smiley
pushean,
face on
aguantamos
my
y vamos a llamar a
coffee.
Sí, claro, lo último pues se hacen las kills, lo que él dice es verdad. Ahí va a haber un equipo que
La kill
toca
tú puedes
matar.
hacer el que queda octavo. Y si tú haces 10 kills, te dan los mismos puntos. Y el de octavo, si quiere que no haga kill, le dan 10 puntos sin kill. Entonces, para tú quedar octavo, tú vas a tener que agarrar 1 que 2 kilos, 3 kilos, 4, tú sabes. Aguantándose, como quiera se coge kill.
Yeah, it was definitely start to finish really good. I feel like there was only maybe
¿Y para dónde te fuiste, Duan?
Espere,
Tiene que-
estoy cambiando la clase, espere.
I think especially
No, tiene que tensarla, loco.
teams learning their lesson off of that hot drop and we will likely
No, pues todavía queda tiempo para que acabe la primera, ¿no?
No, pero no importa, ellos dijeron que como quiere que
Ah, no se puede
cansen.
¿Ah, sí?
Sí.
I just heard a
Ah,
meow.
no escuché. Cuando lo dijo la chica ahí, pues que cuando si lo dijo en inglés no entendí.
So,
Sí, yo
what's
digo eso,
going
que aunque acabe la partida, tienen que quedarse ahí en la sala.
Ah, pues, ¿crees que estaba cambiando
So,
la clase?
it was
Porque,
like an
pues,
open qualifier,
Dale rápido.
And so it was like a COD community open qualifier. Like, think of World Series where anyone can qualify. Like, genuinely anyone could qualify.
That map and some of my favorite parts, because of course I put this together. Slayer, obviously dominating the early game, the only team to get all of the challenges completed, which is a totally.
And then there was like team captains, like me, Iceman Isaac. I'm sure he's being a fucking nerd at this game, though. He's a nerd at any game he touches, and I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. Like, genuinely, he's really good at games. And so, like, think of, like, the captains. We're not really captains, but, like, you know.
Acuérdate que no somos 4, somos 3, loco.
At the end, it was COD Ninja as an individual, Raging Cactus's team that is able to come out on top. You can see Raging Cactus actually falls a little early, but his teammates were crushing it into the final circle. And here's COD Ninja going absolutely berserk in the only piece of cover left in the final circle here, Bobby. Able to play the shack perfectly, pick up 6-some-odd kills, and make it into the top 3 for the placement points. But Raging Cactus's team does it in the end and wins. And that's the power of player advantage, my man. When you've got extra teammates, you've got more players on your team than the other.
¿Y qué era lo que ellos estaban tirando? Que me estuvieron como 3 veces.
Yeah, and you can see it on Raging Cactus's face right there. He
Stun, estaban tirando stun.
Probably a crazy result, let alone a win. Ardex goes big for his squad right there.
Espérate.
I think a lot of this is going to come down to who's got the better community members out of those qualifiers, and definitely some surprises for COD Ninja being able to make it through. Definitely a huge addition for, I believe that was Bella Fox and her team, and then even though Raging Cactus doesn't have a ton of COD Mobile BR experience, a solid IGL can work wonders for you, especially when it comes to managing those late game situations.
Yeah, no, it was really fun to watch. I think overall, yeah, I think Raging Cactus will probably be near the top of the leaderboard. Bella Fox will be near the top of the leaderboard. You got to remember, placement points are huge, right? 10 points overall if you get into the top 5, 6 points overall if you get into the top 10. So there's quite a bit of points to go around for everybody if you were able to make it. The crazy part about that map, though, when we looked at the top of that giant mountain before the zone forced everybody off, we still had 16 teams on the map. It was like third to last.
Pero la chica tiene que marcar los puntos mismos que hagamos.
They start at 15th place. So there's a lot of folks that were like, wow, we did great. We made it till near the end of the game, and they're going to go look at the leaderboard and go, oh, wait, we died in 16th. We get nothing for that. Maybe we do need a
I will say, there are, like, some crazy COD Mobile gamers. I know, like, the community is, like, really small. But there's, like, it's small, but, like, there is actually, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a small community, but it's big at the same time. Like, a few of these people, when I was just playing regular COD Mobile, like, multiplayer, not the BR multiplayer, there was, like, a lot of few people that were, like, super friendly. Like, I played with Noah Sunday. I know him. He was definitely there when we played Verdansk on COD Mobile, so that was fun. So there's definitely some real gamers, like some real sweats in this tourney. So it's always nice to see.
Se puede, luego quedan 4 más todavía. No tenemos que dar al final con las 4 ya, más o menos.
And then the other way to earn rewards. This one is super unique. Scan this QR code or click the link. It's down in the description below, I believe. Moderators can help you out if you don't know how to scan a QR code, but you can just screenshot this, click the QR code on whatever device you're watching on, and that should work as well. Once you scan it, it's going to open up your COD Mobile. Once it opens up, you need to play 5 matches. It can be BR, it can be multiplayer, it can be whatever you want. Once you complete 5 matches, if you're able to do that before July 2nd at around midnight PT, you will earn 6 secret caches, 3 of those being epic, 2 legendary, and 1 of those is mythic. So really exciting rewards. There's a ton across the board. You can get like 13 secret caches throughout all of our reward systems. If you have questions on that, our moderators can help you out. But a ton of ways to earn rewards. Go get involved right now. And of course, if you
Oye, ¿tienen la mapa cargada?
downloaded that QR code,
Yo sí.
open up the App Store or whatever device.
Kelly, did you download Blackout?
Fun stuff, lots of rewards, and Bobby, I was watching you play.
Did you download Blackout?
Yeah, it should all be downloaded, everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no question about it. Just to 2 of those legendary, go unlock it as quickly as possible. Once again with the link in the description. But yeah, there's so much that you can grind out in COD Mobile right now. You've got what, 3 free legendaries that you can unlock via the secret caches. You got 1 free mythic. There's tons of new content coming up in the upcoming seasons as well. So the last 6 months of COD Mobile, we've seen more free grindable skins and the first ever free grindable mythic. So they've certainly come at us with some crazy opportunities, and it's definitely made it a lot more fun for me to just kind of hop into pubs and play shipment free-for-all, which is not something that I used to do that much in the past.
Hey, I told you.
Did I just hear the announcer say that they're gonna have shipment free for all? Holy bro!
Cactus at the top, but the question is the most points, and the answer, it looks like a resounding yes. Take a look at this. Again, this is the order in which the teams placed in that map. So COD Ninja actually did end up getting second. So you can see those 10 ranked points there for getting second in the map. And it looks like of the 7 total kills from that team, I think COD Ninja had 6 of them. So 25 points in total for Bella Fox. But as we talked a little bit about, Little B, he had earned quite a bit of those challenge points. 11 challenge points helped him out. 32 total points. Little B, I think, is going to be in second place overall, even though they ended up getting 5th here, Bobby.
I have to know who is on his team that was getting those points, because I literally did not see his name in the kill feed a single time after that initial hot drop. I'm going to have to keep an eye out more for his teammates and who we're looking at there, because that's certainly not what I was expecting. As you guys can see, who else but Winsanity on that second column, leading the way with 27 points. Definitely a big performance. And 18 of those coming off of elims, not just...
What's the format? It is 6 games in BR mode. So like think of regular, and then there's also challenges that we get to do. There's active challenges. I got knocked right away, so I wasn't able to do one of those challenges for points. But you know, we're not last place.
¿Cómo se llama el operador?
After that game,
¿En cuál está?
we're 21st out of
Sí, lo puedo
25,
yo.
so I'll take that.
Again, at top 5 here in 3rd place overall at 28. But Winsanity's probably the biggest surprise for me. 18 eliminations.
Hey, ¿dónde que
for his
está?
entire team in that map. Yeah, he lasted a decent amount, but only got 6 rank points. Wasn't
Desorientación, ¿no?
Simón.
So to see them right there at 27 points, again, I'm telling you, Win always finds a way to earn money in tournaments like this. He's a
Hey,
great
Robert.
a great teammate, and has got a great team behind him apparently with 18 kills in that one. They are the highest slaying team
Hello, Rain.
map in our first map.
Which is crazy, because when we watched him pretty close to late game, he didn't have any kills. So whether they were picking those up as a team...
Christy, thank you for the 41 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you.
So some surprises here, some not so surprising things. Lotex gave his 2 favorites for who are going to win this, and 2 of them were in the top 3 in Team Raging Cactus and Team Slayer. Obviously making our way a little bit further down the list, seeing some of our PC and console creators. And Iceman Isaac on that second little spread, and then the one really unfortunate thing, Team Aaron didn't even hot drop and still only managed to get 1 kill. So that's something that has certainly got to change. Obviously, not a battle royale main.
Hey, see, we're not last place.
If you're gonna play the passive route, you gotta do that in a way that's gonna actually give you.
As long as we're not last place, chat.
Playing aggressive, they still found a way to lose those gunfights early, which is
Yeah, I think Bobby's
What do I get for dinner?
it's a great
I am on 3 hours of sleep, but after this, I'm still gonna get a workout in.
like it looked like Aerith was able to get 1 kill, I believe, which is why they have 1 point. But unfortunately,
I don't know. I might just like say fuck it and go for a run.
and you all died. Nobody can buy each other back or scan their dog tags back. And so because of that, you're out of the lobby quickly. But a fun look at that leaderboard, a lot to be learned. And again, the litmus test.
¿Y en cuánto se supone que empieza?
My goodness, it was a hot game, a very fast-paced game, and some of our teams really did succeed in hot dropping and slaying out and earning challenge points. If you can hit the whole gambit, Gambit, you don't even have to pick a playstyle. You just
How to be top 5. Once I figure out how to shoot my gun, chat, it's so over. It's so over for everyone. I'm so serious. Once I figure out how to shoot my gun. You know what's crazy though is that something like actually pretty serious came up earlier today. I wanted to hop on an hour early because I was supposed to, but I had something serious come up and I just was not able to at that second. But I have my iPad. I should have just like copied my settings over because I actually have some pretty freaking good settings on my other iPad, but they sent me an iPad that I could use because it already had like everything downloaded, set up, so you know I didn't have to be confused with stuff. Plus I got really cool mythic skins on this, so and I simply just do not have that. Oh my gosh, there's 100 players in this. That's insane. That's crazy.
Ay, la verga.
Yeah, a lot of our PC creators also played Blackout when it was on a couple different devices and consoles, etc. So I think they're gonna feel a lot more comfortable on that map. Let's see what they're able to do. Speaking of
Ya va a empezar.
map, we've got brand new challenges, and well,
Okay.
Bobby, you were right. We got another hot drop challenge. This time, teams might think twice about dropping it into firing range here in the first 2 minutes of the map. If you all drop firing range, you're gonna earn those extra 8 points, and you hope and pray that you're gonna get all the kills that you need to survive that hot drop and move on your merry way. We've got a couple other things here, a couple points here for custom bling, where if any of your team members acquires a custom loadout from an airdrop, and then we've got AR knocks. First map, we said, hey, get a knock with an SMG. In our second map here in Blackout, it's got to be an AR. So I expect all of our teams to get this. The question is, how many of our teams will get all of them? This time, we've got a total of 16 points in challenges in total, if I'm doing my math correct.
Okay.
Think about this. You hot dropping after first map?
Pásame, líder.
Time for the mission. Get ready.
No, no, pero lo tiene ella, ¿no? Nadie, ¿dónde caemos? No, para allá.
Hey, Charlie, follow me.
Okay.
I'm a penne and we're in lander. Lo voy a
Okay.
marcar, ahí caemos.
Ey, muelle.
Bajo, bajo, bajo. Down, down, down.
We can land here.
Derecha aquí.
A la casa
Right.
azul. A la casa azul.
Conmigo, conmigo, conmigo. Ayúdame a mí. Tú agárrate de mi
Did
mano.
they drop? Chat, I have no idea. What's going on?
No sé que viene nadie.
I don't know what's going on. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
hay ping, bro.
See, everything's okay.
Mejor si no cae nadie, no mejor. Tiramos todo y nos quedamos aquí hasta que cierre.
What is that?
Un lagging loco.
Oh, see, we're already so up. Yo, I got a
Ustedes están lagging también.
launcher, yo.
First blood.
Oh, see, okay, you guys see how I have my shooting thing now? I had to swap a setting. I can actually shoot now.
Lootean todo.
Ujú. Ay, ¿quién te está tirando eso?
Mm-hmm.
Aquí hay otra 117.
Yo lo quiero, no toquen mío.
Si ve cargador empleado, me lo marca.
Dale. Pásamelo.
Está bueno, re.
You know, I'm not trying to
¿Cómo?
do that.
¿Y cómo se cambia?
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Todos juntos, all together.
Yeah, we together. Déjame limpiar esto.
The safe zone is
Yep.
collapsing.
Si encuentran sniper, me avisan.
Bueno. Quiero un cargador, todavía no. ¿Y qué es esto? No. A ver.
You guys are
Ya,
catching an
lootearon todo el hueco.
Umbreon. I'm so jealous.
No.
Creo que no. ¿Qué falta?
Ah, bueno.
The airdrop is coming.
Qué rico. Qué rico. Tantas balas, balas, balas. ¿Alguien tiene...? Ah, ok, esto era lo que quería. Bueno, dentro de lo que cabe estoy bien.
Oh, armor, slay.
Aquí hay un locus, ¿te sirve?
¿Locus?
Locus. Ujú.
No.
Vamos.
Un DLQ, porfa.
No he visto.
People are getting ran over.
Airdrop has been delivered.
¿Qué marcaron?
Nos vamos a subir al chopper cuando caiga el drop rojo.
Seguro.
I be flying and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the hell?
Es que tú eres medio suicidio, loco. Estoy seguro de ella hacer eso.
The airdrop is coming.
Juntos.
Estamos juntos, pues.
Airdrop has been delivered.
I'm just kind of running around. I don't know what I'm doing.
Arma de drop. Suban, suban, suban. Get on.
Hi, Moose. That would suck if I got shot out of the air right
Lo
now.
cogemos y volvemos, güey.
Dude, look at the graphics. Look at the mountain. That's insane. Oh, I am getting shot at.
Me
Oh.
están disparando. Acá hay uno, acá hay uno. Peleamos.
Tumba uno, creo.
Ooh, I am getting shot in the back.
Tumba uno. Remato.
Campeamos aquí, campeamos aquí, campeamos aquí.
Va, va, va.
Ya
Hay más
calma.
gente.
Están tirando granadas, escóndete de la casa. Campeamos la placa.
What the hell? What the
Agarra tu arma de
hell?
drop.
Campeamos la placa, ¿no?
Sí.
Voy a
The
meter la
airdrop
placa,
is coming.
maldito.
Campeón aquí.
Ujú. Viene por la placa.
Vienen. Dispara, dispara, dispara.
Enemy vehicle
Shoot,
nearly
shoot.
done for.
Throw your drone, throw your drone.
Falta.
Dispara. Nice.
Changing mag. Cover me.
I helped.
Sigan campando, sigan campeando, sigan campeando.
I helped. I helped. I helped. I don't know
Entren,
what's
entren,
going
entren.
on.
Viene más carro.
Dispara, 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 dispara. Callie, when we're fighting, just throw your drone. Freaking help us.
Okay. I see it.
¿De quién es el humo? De nosotros.
Is my drone the right thing? Is it the blue thing? Is that what he's talking about?
Campeón.
Están tirando, ¿eh?
Conmigo, 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 conmigo. Tengo gente. I got people on me.
Con-
Callie drone.
The EMP drone is ready.
No, 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 no piquen, no piquen.
Va, va, va. Me curo, me curo, me curo.
Return, lo que sea.
Chip terminal is up.
I have no idea what's going on.
Están pushando, ¿eh? Están pushando feo, loco.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the
Hay uno
dog
que está
tag.
tocando y
and
se
help
entra a
Que
la-
vayan, que vayan.
I'm hearing
Okay,
a
okay,
lot
okay,
of
okay.
noises, but
A mí.
I don't know what's going on.
Hay gente atrás también, loco, ¿eh? Hay que salir de aquí, man. Hay que salir de aquí, nos van a rodear, loco.
Mate, mate, mate.
Oh, I'm looking the complete opposite way. Yo, somebody get me off. I am so done.
Lo revivieron. Retrocedan. Vénganse conmigo, regresen.
Viene un vehículo por aquí atrás.
Regresa, vente.
Viene un vehículo, viene un vehículo. Viene
The
solo.
airdrop is coming. Enemy
No, vamos
vehicle
al
nearly done for.
Vamos al chopper.
Tranqui, 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 tranqui. Vengan aquí.
airdrop has been delivered.
Tengo una tocada.
Está un tiro. Ayúdenme.
¿Dónde, dónde?
Médico,
Pero
médico.
que-
Ey, no te mueras, no te mueras, no te mueras.
At least I got to shoot my gun.
Me tumbaron, me tumbaron, me tumbaron.
Like, I helped for a second.
Hay uno por la izquierda y otro en el medio de las dos cajas. De las dos casas. Se van a puchar a la izquierda hay uno. A la izquierda hay uno.
Oh my gosh. My teammate's movement is insane.
Your teammate has scanned your dog tag. Wait for the revival.
Revívanme.
Vete, 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 vete.
Your teammate has been killed. Return to the battle.
O quédate en zona, vamos.
Escóndete, escóndete, escóndete. No, cada está cerca.
Oh my god.
Está cerca, está cerca. No, pero ya lo vieron caer.
Escóndete, escóndete, que cargue el médico.
What the hell?
No, marica, la zona está muy fuerte.
Airdrop has been
No te
delivered.
muevas.
I don't know where to go.
Espera.
Kalei camping in a house. You can camp in a house. Don't worry.
Okay.
Ve caminando.
Yeah. Just camp.
better quarter.
Apenas noté
¿Quién
que
la
la
haya
morra
dado?
pone drone de
¿Quién la
ayudar.
haya- ¿Quién la haya dado? Don't worry.
Revive me. En una. Espérate. Vete, vaya.
Me voy a buscar las dos plaquillas.
Sí. Revive.
I have.
Lootea.
Scanned successfully. Your
Vamos pa' donde
teammates will
cae él.
return to the battle when the next revive flight
Esa casa está
arrives.
vacía, la de ella. ¿Oíste?
Voy contigo ahorita.
¿Pues caigo con ella?
No,
¿Cómo?
quédate ahí. Voy contigo. Voy hacia ti.
No, yo estoy muerto.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Voy a caer con Kael y yo.
Tienes médico, güey.
Pero ese es él, yo estoy muerto.
No te mueres, úsalo.
Are they arguing?
¿Tú no me escuchas a mí?
The safe zone is collapsing. Airdrop incoming.
The airdrop is coming.
Airdrop has been
No hay
delivered.
nada. Recógeme.
Don't move. They can hear the steps.
Papi, que me va a quedar sin vida.
Tira médico.
Nada, tan marica.
Ven.
¡Ven! Ay, Dios mío.
No, es como weón.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just here.
Queda afuera. ¿Para qué cae afuera? Es que como marica. No. Está ahí con el huevo a lo bien. Nah. Pues puta.
Oh my god, jump school! Cheese to meet you? Cheese to meet you? Oh my goodness.
Nunca se nos dan puntos también.
Cheese to
Dejen de
meet you?
discutir, pónganse de acuerdo lo que van a hacer bien. Corri, ¿pa' dónde tú cogiste? ¿Te fuiste fuera de zona, fue? Corri.
¿Qué?
Que si te fuiste fuera de zona.
Estaba afuera, yo no sé.
My teammates
Pues,
had
por eso.
te mató a la
5 kills.
zona, loco.
¿Tenías médico, mano?
Él tenía médico,
Pero te tiraste antes, mano.
pero que no soy
Sí.
yo. Tú estás hablando con el que no es.
Sí, le estoy diciendo, soy yo.
Mano, ando peleando con todos, mano, la gran puta.
Pero estate tranquilo, porque tú no vas a conseguir nada así. Porque ganar que queremos todito aquí. Aunque él tenga médico, mejor cae dentro de zona, loco.
Sí, claro, caiga en zona, porque ¿cómo va a caer fuera de zona?
Le dije, vámonos al helicóptero. Teníamos tiempo, loco, de irnos también. No sé por qué no aguantar tanto, loco.
Heal up. Noriega, go with them. Same building.
I'm out of ammo. I'm out of plates.
Bro, take the loot.
Wait a second. It's very obvious that Slayer IGL for this team. He is locked in, getting his teammates in shape, trying to make sure that they get the dog tags. Here's push. His teammates get in with his other teammates, and all three now stacked inside. Please close the doors. Get me back, and then he's gonna be able to grab his loot, hopefully.
Stacked inside, and they've got a medic class, so anybody that tries to push them is going to be pushing against double HP as well. It looks like they're able to get out alive. And there's still footsteps everywhere, but he seems confident enough to at least go.
Yeah, chat, it's a mobile game. Could you imagine going to mobile and plugging in a controller? I mean, I'm sure some people do it, but I'm like...
We switched to Team Stone Mountain, who looks like they've been able to take down one, but hopefully we can get back to the action right there.
SMG ammo or shoddy ammo? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more defenders than I was expecting. I mean, the Transformer shield is good, but I think it's just the actual cover it provides, especially when you're inside of a building like that. You can set up some really good pinch points, so a lot more defenders. We'll keep an eye out for that.
It's on. The biggest thing about the defender, especially in close range engagements, is it throws a flash off the front of the shield as well, and gives you a huge advantage off the opening gunfight. Stone Mountain gets greeted by a barrage of explosions, and he doesn't know what to do about it right there.
Kalei, can you read the chat, the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I am now. I am now.
A ver qué están diciendo. We need a lock in, bro.
Wynn's got a decent high ground position on the
Espérate.
south side of the zone.
Aquí, mano, ven. Aquí. With me.
Looks like they've actually spotted a couple on the edge of zone.
No pique.
También tenemos top. Tenemos el top también.
This team, I mean, there's a reason they were so dominant in the very first map in terms of overall kills, because you can hear the comms. I mean, they are flying. This is a very well-oiled machine right now. Being able to call each other off of fights, reset back up, play patient here is the right call. 29 total players left in the lobby, but you can see 9 total teams. So teams have dwindled much more dramatically.
Let's see. My goodness.
They've got to push towards zone right here. I don't know if they've got a medic class. Now would be the time to pop, and they do exactly
Dubán.
that. But they got to get aggressive here.
Revisa mensajes.
And they've got to look to make a push as a
Sí, ya lo vi.
Disimula.
I'm supporting us with my good looks.
Papa PG supporting with his good looks. Hopefully some bullets down range. We'll see. Somebody, a smoke bomber on the other side, spotted through that smoke. There's Raging Cactus yet again in the final circle. On the left side, holding Thesaurus PG's team, able to rip them up for a couple. Winsanity in a powerful position.
I feel like it would be hard to be a mobile gamer because a lot of people just look down like this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like PC gaming where you're like extended like this, but you're like straight up looking down. It's insane.
That's crazy. Camilla Lethal showing some crazy strategies to stay alive. Only 9 players left, and it looks like Lucky's team's got 3, so they're gonna have player advantage most likely for this fight. A pretty big moment.
¿Cuántas rondas faltan? 3, ¿no?
3, ajá.
The defender shield to work behind a little bit here. Again, classic final circle, not a lot of cover. So anything that you can create is big. Here are 3 final teams, and wow, it's 3 teams of 3 this time around. Winsanity, bottom right-hand corner, and we got Lucky on the left. I think Winsanity's team is actually in one of the best positions right now, again playing behind a defender shield. No wonder everybody likes this. A medic and a defender on just about every single team. But they're going to try to get a little closer to Lucky's team and potentially start this fight. Usually when there's 3 teams, You want to be the team that is not the aggressor. You want to be the third party that comes in late. Starting a fight usually a problem, but it looks like Winsanity's team nice and safe right now, picking up a couple kills. Hitting flash for day though.
Yeah, only 5 people remain, and Raging
Do one.
Cactus has 3 players on
Yeah.
his squad. They've
Mira
got the
Discord.
advantage. They've got the high ground.
¿Cómo?
Sniper in hand.
Mira Discord.
Ocean's gonna be able to hit one, looking to follow up, but zone's gonna become an issue. They've got to push in. They get the kills when Sanity drops, and
Sí, estoy mirando.
Team Raging Cactus back-to-back wins to get things started here in Mythic Mayhem.
Good grief. Well, we knew they were going to be a strong team. I didn't think they'd go back-to-back. The only team to have won a map thus far. They have 30 total just placement points with 2 wins today. And
Oh, wow.
massive boon for them. And
Holy, they are locked. They are locked and loaded.
kills as well. I think there's going to be a really tight race at the top of this leaderboard. Raging Cactus absolutely will be there, but Team Winsanity also going to be up there with them. And really fun final circle. This one,
I will say, the production is actually, like, pretty freaking good.
behind the defender shields, it was just a matter of who moved first and who had the better shot, and it looked like Team Raging Cactus wins out in all of those.
Like, the way that they have my OBS and everything set up,
Final circle would also get
kind of freaking crazy.
points, so should be nice on the leaderboard for him.
Yeah, no question. And once again, Team Winsanity making it very late into the end game right there. So even though
It's kind of flipping crazy.
they may have had the most kills and we just couldn't see it because it was his teammates. It was
That is, I honestly didn't realize. Okay, I know that mobile gaming has a big community, but like, I didn't even know like why one of my teammates is like a fucking high ass rank in COD Mobile. Like, what? That's insane. Not my teammates in this. My teammates for a different game that we're not gonna mention because #ad.
It was utter chaos in firing range. So many people dropped here, and some of those people, aka I believe Raging Cactus, dropped here and immediately sprinted for their life, and apparently paid off because they were able to stay alive, unlike some of the people on the other side of Jacob's gun and Chiffon's gun. We swing over Noah Sunday, a little bit of highlight here on main, able to pick up a kill. But it was Team Winsanity able to make it to top 5 and pick up a ton of kills in transition. I'm really excited about Team Winsanity's comms, by the way, every time we tuned in. I said this before, just really clear comms, making nice decisions as a team. Slayer's team getting mixy, Slayer teammates getting trades, and they all locked themselves in a room until Slayer was able to get back on his feet. They likely had a pretty decent game as well. The Raging Cactus, they held the Source PG's team, and they were able to set up for the end game and played it near flawlessly. What a fun way to finish this fight, Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. It's and that's one of the cool things about Blackout is you get so many different types of end zones where you could be wide open in the middle of the field, or you can be smack dab in a building, and it didn't really seem to matter what the situation is. Team Raging Cactus were the better team in every single one of those scenarios.
Yeah, it's fun to see too when we saw that leaderboard pop up from just the challenges. You got to remember 15 placement points, of course, if you win the game, which Raging Cactus is the only team to have done that. 16 total challenge points available on the map this time around. It was Repulse, one of the only 2 teams, I believe, that actually completed all of the challenges and got 16 points from that. So pay attention. Those challenge points are very important. Are they necessary? Absolutely not. Team Raging Cactus, I think only got 8 of those points because, again, they hot dropped and then they bounced out of there. So I don't think we're able to get the AR knock fast enough because the time ran out because they were just running for their life from that hot drop. But even still, likely at the top of the leaderboard. Folks at home, it's been fast already. We are 2 games in of a 5-game tournament. We're going to take a very short break here in the booth. I need you to freshen back up. Make sure you're logging your rewards. Make sure you're logged into Call of Duty Mobile during the break. Get some water, though, because it's real hot here in the booth. We'll come back with game number 3, and we'll be halfway.
Damn, that was bars.
Don't go anywhere.
Bars. Yeah, there's 4 more games left out of 6, so it's going by pretty smoothly. I like how there's a map rotation in this. We're not gonna say anything, but 2 BR maps? Mobile players are kind of flippin' blessed. Like, actually.
solo. Ujú. ¿Quién ganó? Ya, pónganse pilas, mano.
Pilas. Anda a morirse por zona, por favor.
Hagan caso, por favor. Y esto se puede ganar, mano.
Se puede ganar, pero es que...
Es que somos 3.
No soy
Yes,
solo yo.
por eso. O sea,
No.
por eso tenemos que jugar más safe. No di que salir tanto en zona. Cuando te dije, van por el chopper, pues, era una oportunidad para poder ir a un lugar safe. En el chopper. Cuando tengamos buen loot y ya vayamos matando, nos quedamos en ningún lado. Podemos, si estamos fuera de zona.
Yo estoy haciendo casi todo el trabajo.
Pero tú juegas bien, sí, nadie está diciendo que no, pero pues tampoco soy solo yo, somos nosotros. O sea, pues te van a un sitio y pues ahí preciso nos acorralan a todos.
Y somos 3, no somos 4, porque hay
Ajá,
equipos
es que
que si
somos
hay 4.
3.
Hay equipos
Simón.
que si hay 4 que disparan, no sabes, un cuarto. Oye, un
Sí,
cuarto,
claro.
quien sea, funcionaría mejor.
Welcome back to
Pero
the
hay que jugar
$50,000
safe,
Call of Duty
more
Mobile
safe.
Mythic Mayhem. We are 2 games done and dusted, 3 more to go, and it has been
Tenemos
fast
3.
work. Raging
Debemos
Red is
alcanzar
the only team to have grabbed a
3
win
qué.
today. Can anybody stop
3
them?
solos más.
That's the big question.
Sí,
Folks,
sí.
we have $50,000 on the line, but we've got rewards for
En
you
esta nos
at
dieron creo
home
que
just
como
for
a ver,
hanging out
4.
with us and watching the broadcast and maybe getting your
Como
hands on the
7
game. There's 2
puntos nos
different
dieron
ways
en
to
esta.
earn rewards. I want to break it down for you again.
Ah,
First
fue
and
puta, ¿qué
foremost,
hice?
you can just open up Call of Duty
Pura
Mobile
verga.
right now and click this big yellow icon and watch the broadcast.
Lo que hay que quedar
Super cool that we got the broadcast
de top
in
5,
app
loco.
right now. And for every
Por
15
eso,
minutes that you
pero
watch,
quedan 10
you're going
somos...
to be earning rewards. If you watch for a total of 2 hours, you're going to
¿Cómo?
earn a
Les
total of
camp.
1,200 credits in
Y
7
cuando la zorra vaya
transactions.
cerrando, vamos
Epic,
entrando y
which is
entrando
really
y no vamos
exciting
entrando en
stuff.
casa.
On the
loco.
right-hand side of your screen, you'll see a
Me
giant
pucha,
QR
matamos.
code. If you scan that QR code or click the link down in the description below if you're over on YouTube, you can open up Call
Necesitamos
of Duty
ganar
Mobile.
menos
It's gonna
uno,
open
mano.
it up for you. And if
Necesitamos
you don't have it
puntos.
downloaded, it'll open
Necesitamos
it up on
puntos,
the App
necesitamos
Store
puntos.
so you can get it downloaded. Once you scan that QR code and then complete 5 matches, you're gonna earn rewards. Total of 6 secret
Top
caches,
5 al
3 of those
menos.
being epic, 2
Top
of those
5 al
being
menos, loco, en
one
estas 3.
Mythic. Now, again, you have to complete 5 matches, but you have
Vamos
to
juntos,
scan this
juntos.
QR code or click the link in order to then proc the opportunity to get those 5
Pegadito,
matches and get your
Duban,
rewards,
al...
okay? Makes sense.
Alcohol.
Sound good. A ton of rewards going
Claro, bueno, ahí
your
estamos
way.
pegados
Come
todos
hang
ahorita.
out with
Pues,
us,
pues,
watch the broadcast,
ahí
play a
está
couple
por todos los
matches,
lados.
and earn all the points just for being here for the Call of Duty.
Pero ya no hagan eso de la zona. Tú llegabas a la zona,
Getting
Duo.
started. So I want to bring back
¿Ah?
Bobby into the booth.
Si él no
Sí,
se
yo
tiraba,
alcanzaba.
tú llegabas. Tú llegabas a la
Sí,
zona.
yo alcanzaba a quebrado, solo que yo no me di cuenta que Mike estaba por allá botado.
Pero tú sí llegabas a la zona.
Sí, claro, ya alcanzaba porque iba en carro.
Ya,
Bueno, ya que ya pasó, ya que ya perdimos esa ya
que ya peleamos, pero para la próxima que no pase ya. Mejor nos juntamos en una casa, loco, luten lo que haya, no se arriesguen a salirse eso.
Everybody's battling for top 8 at the end of the day, so
Pues acuérdate que Duban no usa médico tampoco, él lo está usando ahora.
Agárrense las manos todos, mano, literal. Es que si matamos a uno, cambiamos las placas.
Pues ahí estábamos campeando, huevón, pero pues ya se está cerrando la zona y precios llegaron más cuando se estaba cerrando la zona.
Sí, es que venían de por atrás, eran dos squads, no era uno solo.
Claro, pues entonces uno ahí pendiente del otro.
Por
y
eso yo
entonces
le
nomás-
dije, vámonos, porque estamos rodeadísimos. Teníamos al frente y por atrás a la derecha. Por atrás a la derecha teníamos otro que venía en vehículo también, loco. Entonces estamos muy encerrados,
Solo agarremos armas y campeemos.
Exacto, lit de eso, bro. Eso.
A medida que se cerrando la zona van llegando los jugadores, entonces tampoco hay que quedarse ahí porque baila.
Learn what the players have been strategizing with. And one of the things I'm noticing is that, hey, we thought potentially vehicles, tanks, and all that in between may make an appearance.
Rotemos juntos ya, cuando la zona esté ya casi llegando. Si está muy lejos, vámonos un chingante. Si está muy lejos.
Which classes we're picking and which weapons we want to be choosing when you have rocket launchers or you've got your cluster nades and everything in between.
Hemos tenido suerte que donde caemos casi no hay
More
gente.
focused on rotating correctly
¿Ya no ha terminado la otra partida?
game. So Bobby, I want to spend a little bit of
Sí,
time
ya la
over here
cambiaron,
this
ahí
week
solito.
where we finalize
O sea, no sé por qué
talking
duran
about
tanto,
those
man.
classes we've seen, because this is a really unique part
Pues
about
estamos
Call
en
of Duty
breakaway.
Mobile and its Battle Royale is that these classes have very unique abilities
¿Hay break?
that can
No
totally
sabías.
change the game. I mean, let's just
Ah, ¿hay
look
break
at
ahorita?
the in-game of this
Sí,
class
verdad,
map
sí,
and how
sí.
much
¿Y cuánto es de
the game
break?
has changed because of
No
the two
sé.
classes we're seeing the most of, Defender and Medic.
Yeah, those are certainly the two must-have ones. And like you talked about,
En YouTube debe decirla.
Están en las reglas que nos dieron, mano.
Sí, 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 pero yo quiero saber el tiempo que queda.
Ah, no, no sabía que había break, eso no lo leí.
Those two combined make it a must-have, and then
Ah,
on
no
top
te el
of that,
tiempo.
we've seen so many of those plays in the outside of zone where it gives teams a little bit more time to kind of strategize, to wait to the last second to make a push. And
¿Y quién
making sure that
quién fue
you're not
ganó?
necessarily going head on into a gunfight. Those two have been the
No,
must-have, and then
otro equipo.
on top of that, I think Smoke Bomber is the other
porque
one
dicen el
that we've
chico, give
probably
Slayer
seen
his
with
points.
the most frequency, just because it has so much utility. You can play it aggressively. with
Coño,
the
Slayer
Smoke
tiene un
Bomber
vergo de
class,
fan, loco, en el
giving
chat.
you the ability to see enemies on the inside of smoke, but you can also use it defensively to help your team with rotation and things like that. So it just has so many different uses that it's tough to justify not using that one. And then beyond that, you have some teams that like to get aggressive, use misdirection. You have some teams that want to sit back. Interestingly enough, Raging Cactus rocking Spotter class, which I didn't expect to see, but it's very obviously worked for his team so far in this one.
Yeah, it's fun to talk about different comps, right? Like what works well for an entire team. I think it does seem like every team at least has one medic and one defender. I mean, one of the other things we were talking about explosives, and we saw a couple people not be able to move because their entire body was exploded from 1,000 different explosives thrown at them. One of the big boons of the defender classes in defender class is that defense passive. So you reduce the explosive damage and the impact of all negative statuses. A huge boon if you're picking any of the defense classes under that category, but defender, of course, one of those. Igniter was one that a lot of people at home, I was paying attention to all of our creator streams, and some of them were asking, hey, what do you like to run? What's your favorite? Igniter was one that a lot of folks were like, oh, you should run that, you should run that. But I think you
Vamos
put it on
estresando.
the broadcast. That's
Ah,
like a
chill,
content,
loco,
like
chill.
solo squads, like
Vamos a ganar, vamos a ganar.
this is like top tier, like
Campo
private
extremo,
lobby
bro.
customs,
Ganamos.
like
10
we're
puntos, top
bordering
5.
on, like really sweaty pro level customs, and so
2 kills
because of
cada
that,
uno,
it's
fino,
way
loco, nos dan un
more
vergo de
difficult to
puntos.
get any sort of value
1
in
2
that
kills
class.
cada
It's
uno,
been fun
con
to see
10
kind of
puntos
what
de
all
quedado
these
en
players
quinto.
choose
Estamos bien,
and how
loco.
they end up playing. But again,
No hay que
like
farmear tantos
this test
puntos, ni
of
siquiera.
maps,
Tanta kill que
how
diga.
he played very acidic, very aggressive, a lot of kills, but playing for placement, a big boon. I mean, Bobby, let's talk a little bit while we're waiting on these scores.
Imagínate que en
too.
estas dos rondas haya dos equipos que no hayan hecho ninguna kill, pero hayan quedado top 5 2 veces. Son 20 puntos, loco.
At the end of the game, remember, I think going into like third
¿Entiendes?
last circle, there
Entonces hay que quedarse
16
top
teams
5,
still
loco.
alive. But in Blackout, there was only about 7 or 8, I think. And I wonder if that was just because of the zone.
Yo
that
sé
was
que tu
given,
ego, tú
or if
eres
you have any
bueno, loco,
thoughts
y el
around
ego,
that.
yo sé que
I
tú
think maybe a
lo
hair
puedes
more
matar,
tougher
pero
on the Blackout zones until we got the
acuérdate
last
que
one.
te van a disparar,
Yeah, I think
dos.
the open nature of the blackout
Y
map
tenemos
just
uno
tends
menos.
to take it a
¿Te
little, make
entiendes?
it a little bit
Siempre
more
te van a disparar dos
difficult
porque
to
tenemos uno
survive.
menos.
There's not as
Sí.
many kind of mountain terrains where you can hide in corners, like we saw COD Ninja at the end of game number 1. Literally just sitting in a crevice inside of the mountain, and it got him into top 2 and allowed him to get a lot of those kills. So a very open, flat terrain whenever it comes to Blackout, and especially with how many players, like we talked about, are running FMJ and SMRS, there's not as much opportunity for you to make those rotations with vehicles, which makes it that much more difficult to stay alive. And no surprise to see that impacting those end results as far as the numbers that we saw. Definitely expecting that we'll probably see something similar to map number 1 as we get ready to head into map 3, just with players now feeling a little more comfortable as well with the way that they need to play this map to keep their team alive.
Well, let's take a look at the map 3 challenges while we wait on those scores. This time around, a total of 14 points available. The Butcher hit the deck and
ya le están dando,
hovered bike. Now, what do you think about these challenges?
Ya,
No
ya, ya.
hot drops this time around.
Ya.
Let's
go,
6
yeah.
points. Have any
Ya empezó, ya
team
empezó.
member
Voy.
knock an enemy player with a grenade? Which of these are the ones
Pilas,
that
mano.
the typical-
Pilas.
Pilas.
I mean, obviously, you got the most points
¿Quién tiene el
when you
médico?
hit the deck, and
¿Tú?
I think the
No,
grenades
la chica.
are naturally going to find kills.
¿La chica
It's
tiene un
just a
médico?
question of having the right
Claro.
scenarios.
Dile que se lo quite.
It'll be really
¿Cómo le digo?
Dile.
Yo, Cali, change class.
No,
Change
ya,
class.
no, ya.
¿Qué tú traes entonces?
I don't have that thing that they are telling me to switch to.
¿Qué?
No es que salieron al azar. Sí,
¿Dónde vamos?
Síganme.
No
Sí, te
idea.
tienen tantas.
No idea, nor idea.
Verga, Sakura, man.
Juntos. Cali, stick together.
Creo que no es una buena idea lo que voy a hacer.
Just stick together.
Hay un vergo de gente, loco. Que creo que se dividieron. Los únicos locos que eran, se dividieron los demás.
First blood.
Sí, viene una escuadra,
Viene gente. There's people coming.
Perdón, me metí, no hay nada aquí, abajo no hay nada.
Necesito balas.
Yo no tengo arma, loco.
Hay uno. Aquí hay uno conmigo.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tag. Help them return to the battle.
Ahí pasó.
Suban,
Dog tags
síganme.
successfully. Your teammate will return to the battle when the next revive.
Follow me.
Suban para dónde.
Vengan, voy a subir. I'm gonna go up. Follow me.
Tengo uno aquí. Aquí atrás de la casa.
¿Tienes arma?
Sí, tengo un arma. Me está disparando. Viene.
Está abajo. Vengan. Entró.
A ver, arriba de la casa.
Your teammate has
Está en el
been
techo,
killed.
está en el techo.
Get the dog tags and help them
Revíveme,
return to the
revíveme.
battle.
Agarra mi placa y vete. Está arriba en el techo, güey.
Oh my
Your
god.
teammate has been
Arriba.
killed. Get the dog tags and help them return to the battle.
Váyanse ahí. Get out of there.
I have
20
no idea
seconds,
what's
20
going
seconds, segundos.
on. I have no idea what's going on.
Don't
No,
give
no,
up.
no.
You can
There was
still
a
return to the
random
battle.
person that came. I just got like hopped up on.
Trata
It
de irte.
was an insane hop up.
Bro, no hay que caer en
It
saco.
was insane hop up. Damn.
Mío, loco.
Hi.
The safe
Damn.
zone is collapsing.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Should say like tap here to report. Oh.
This fight already.
That's what it meant.
Only a Big West and Rex alive on his team. Finally, Wynn's able to get back into the mix, but apparently Farm was a little hot.
Yoko is still land here. Land on me.
Yep, seems that way, and looking like he's trying to get back into the mix as we do have the Defender shield going down. It's actually Defender versus Defender, and Rex able to come out on top with that one. Early shotgun pickup, definitely huge to get the buy 15 ground loot. Wynn's going to be able to clean up the rest of that, and we still got a few players close by as Rex picks up a few more.
Drive them over.
Okay, yeah.
Like Slayer might grab the vehicle and get into the mix. Smokes galore. Let's just start sweeping through here and see if we can find anybody. Oh, there's the Butcher, but here's a nice knock on Rex. Slayer's got a good idea, and I think he's got the best idea is just try to steal the Butcher. The Butcher's weak. Maybe we can steal the points. Oh, I didn't see who was actually able to pick it up. We should see the redeem come in from somebody, though. Butcher was taken down there in the kill feed for a moment.
And a little 2-for-1 as he picks up the hover bike and gets the kill with it as well. That's one, honestly, probably the best vehicle in the game, just because it's so tough to dodge, it's so fast. It can fly over water, and it usually one-shots off of contact, so it's got a lot of utility. We got Aerith alive right here. But
Oh my gosh, some people are in like third person.
She's holding high ground for the time being. We don't know what their point count is, but after game 1, did not have a really comfortable amount, and we didn't see them late in the game either. So she really has to do her best to find a way to pick up these tags. Rocking the medic class right now and sticking with her teammate, hoping they can find those tags and give their team a chance to stay alive a lot later into the game.
Yeah, obviously, like you called out, a couple folks landing in New Vision, this being one of those.
Nice.
Our hover bike challenge is about to expire, so it looks like only 5 total teams were able to redeem that, if I saw that correctly. I believe it was a quantity of 25.
Did anyone get... Oh, not yet. I was like, wait.
I do not know how to get out of here, Kalei.
It looks like they were able to get the scan, so sitting pretty. Stone Mountain. Couple of AK-117 loadouts to work with for him, and
I need some AR
up loadout, always going to be an advantage for your squad. Kind of strategizing right now. Vehicle, or I think that was actually an enemy helicopter flying away, but they have a vehicle of their own not too far off. Right now it seems like the squad trying to strategize for what their next move is.
You took the sniper, the freeze sniper? Gidra?
Yeah,
The sniper you took from the drop? Your sniper? Okay, let's go. Move.
I didn't get the sniper, I got...
Yeah, I love listening in to some of these comps, because again, these players, not all of them, probably none of them know each other, or at least haven't played with each other a ton, right? The qualifiers were actually a solos qualifier, and then they were kind of randomly seeded, I think snake seeded across the board to our content creators. And so they're learning to play with each other for the very first time. It looks like they were kind of strategizing on who should be sniping, making sure they have one sniper kind of playing anchor in the back, the other folks getting aggressive. Like you said, AK-117, really strong weapon right now in Battle Royale.
Oh, so it was like, so they just explained it. It was randomly drafted.
See how things are going for his team.
Sorry, I'm going through like my settings.
We actually saw the Butcher challenge expire on the side, so looks like the team that took it down maybe forgot to register it in the system, which is unfortunate because that's 5 points gone to waste, and at the end of this one could potentially be the difference in a couple $1,000.
That could be a couple $1,000 mistake. We'll take a look at it and see if maybe it was redeemed on the back end or not, and if not, then yeah, maybe a mistake that
could be a huge problem on the leaderboard. I didn't see. That's what I was trying to pay attention to in the kill feed when we were over there. It was utter chaos because Slayer was just splattering people with hoverbike.
The only challenge we finished, by the way, is the hoverbike.
Oh, and it looks like Cisco was one of the teams. Thanks, Cisco. I appreciate it. It's good intel. Cisco was one of the teams that was able to get the hoverbike challenge done. So only 5 of the teams able to do that. And it is something to consider, too. Like, some of the challenges a lot easier than others. And so in the first couple maps, it looks like Swag's actually got an encounter. We'll come back to it in a second. As, unfortunately, Swag... He hit a couple, but unfortunately on the other side is COD Ninja, who said, oh, well, let me trade blows, my friend. And I think we know that COD Ninja shoots pretty straight.
Looks like the movement not really translating quite as much from console over to mobile. Maybe a couple more reps needed, but he's going to get taken down right there, hoping his teammates can get tags. COD Ninja is not the one that you want to challenge in a situation like that, and he probably was not aware of the beast that he was dealing with. We got Team Noah Sunday. They've yet to make a lot of noise in this one, but always a team to keep your eye out for.
We
He's
got
won
another.
so many of these events.
Yeah.
Doesn't
There's
matter how
3
far
more
down
matches
they
after
are,
this.
There's always a possibility to get back into it. Loadouts
Yeah.
got that AK-117
Yep,
Mythic
yep,
in hand,
yep.
and looks like some gunshots nearby.
Yep.
Oh my God, that trace was disgusting.
Welcome to the party. Noah Sunday said, thank you very much. You didn't know I was here. I'm going to get into the mix. Picks up 1. Should pick up a second here, no problem. Toxic able to trade out with him.
No, good shield. You're good.
Yeah, good, yeah.
They're weak.
Nice pickup.
Push. Push, push.
They're playing this trade pretty well. Here's the thing. Once you have player advantage, you've got to swing on your opponents. Something we talk about in Battle Royale all the time. Nice squad wipe. Full team sent to the lobby. That's Farouk out of here. We are only missing right now, it looks like 25 or so players. And that's 4 of them that just got wiped by Noah Sunday's team. That's 4 points going to Noah Sunday.
Shots close.
Yeah, playing with my fingies. Yeah, it's a mobile only, so like no controller or stuff like that.
Number 1, it's a little bit surprising that without a hot drop, we've already got what looks to be at least 4 or 5 teams taken off the board right here, if not more. Looking to get aggressive toward the outside is Metalcore. Good friend for a long time, as he's been around the mobile Battle Royale scene for a hot minute.
Yeah,
looks like they've got 3 players still alive and tags that can be retrieved. Got to keep eye on the outskirts right there, and they're getting pushed quickly. Got to look to get aggressive. You don't want to let yourself get pinched back and barraged by utility. Just like that.
Yeah, good call out. By the way, I did see Little Beef fall in the kill feed, so I'll be curious to see if his team's able to get him back up. But Metal swings outside, and immediately they're waiting on him, holding the angle, cleaned up quickly. 1 goes down.
You're gonna just have to play
2 down, potentially all 3 of 4 down. We have 1 player left on Metalcore's team. And as we swing over to Iceman Isaac's squad, it looks like they were able to clean up a team and move on their merry way as well. I don't think Ice has a kill yet. His name, but his team likely a couple.
Got a lot of money.
Yeah, I know you mentioned him finishing pretty high in a COD mobile event. I think that was the North American World Championship. I think he was actually on my friend V Hitman's team, so I remember. I think we actually tied with them in that event, which was really frustrating because I like to think that I'm better than Ken at video games, but unfortunately,
I don't know how.
That did not end up being the case. But to my defense, Iceman Isaac was the better teammate.
Yeah, he's solid.
Of the 2 there. So
Bro, we
credit
need to go
him.
right side for the loot bar. We need to go right.
Definitely a big performance. Team Slayer continues to be aggressive. Big reason why they picked up as many points as they have, and he's just.
I'm gonna
solo sending it right here. They got players on the rooftops. He's gonna be able to pick up loot,
ammo you need.
and they continue to just push everything.
I dropped heavy.
Yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to resources. You can tell. I mean, they're basically as broke as it gets. Little to no cash to work with. Not going to get much from the buy station at all. So ideally, you wipe a couple teams here, pick up their loot, find some cash. Should be a huge boon. But pay attention. This is the thing about Slayer's team that's so different from the others. Up here in the top left-hand corner, 6 kills on Slayer alone. They are flying at teams right now. Gotta watch out for this squad. They've got to be near the top of the leaderboard. I think we'll have all of our scores in at the end of this map, and we'll be able to give you a big update going into the final 2. This is a team that you got to pay attention to. They
He's
are
inside, he's
crushing
inside.
it right now.
I'm smoking
And
on
it's this
left.
highly aggressive gameplay is what's working so well for them. I mean, look at this. Come on, Slayer. Show off a little bit on main. That's 7 kills.
Yeah, the custom almost 7.
Oh, and, like, once again,
I'm good,
absolutely
I'm good.
no
SMS with me, I'm
disrespect to Metal, because if you are not, even if you're comfortable in COD Mobile Battle Royale, there's no way you're winning that gunfight. Doesn't miss a bullet on the AK-117 spray. The perfect slide to entry the gunfight. Like,
medic, bro.
that's an
He's still
unwinnable
on the medic.
gunfight
He's still on the
unless
medic.
you got teammates helping you. And unfortunately,
He's
that's
running
going
out,
to be
he's
the
running,
end of
he's
the
running,
road
he's
for
running.
Metal,
Yeah,
at
just
least
come, we're
for
gonna chase all
this
the
map.
bro.
And once again, just the confidence that they're showing. Head of the spear is Slayer, and he continues to push through every team that he sees, but I don't think he saw the player lower to the right. Was I seeing things, or was there somebody down there?
No, he should be down here.
The tank?
The tank's coming up here.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
the
that's
tank.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Don't die from the tank.
That's one way to
he
rotate.
jumped,
Grab a tank. Oh, no, he got back out. What are we doing?
Go for him, go for him.
Low, low, low.
We're giving his life away. I maybe he was
my
afraid
smoke,
of
my
the
smoke.
rockets on the tank and getting blown up and thought maybe he could play on the ground, but Ding
Bro,
being cut
we probably
down.
gonna need ammo. Let's go zone, guys. Sakura, we can camp in Sakura.
Yeah, come on.
Slayer apparently calling for a rotate out. I'm not sure that's a full squad wipe, but a nice pickup regardless. That's 8 kills for Slayer by himself.
Oh my god.
A huge boon for
That's
him as
insane.
they
We're just gonna
rotate
loot the buildings,
into
bro.
new.
Just loot the
It
buildings.
I can't
looks
even get
like- I think
one.
they're thinking about maybe rotating a little bit deeper or just getting to these buildings and holding edge of zone. And I
Hey,
think
what do
that's
we
they're gonna do.
can't
They're
even
gonna
get
hold this edge of
one?
zone. Here's a quick overhead look, by the way. Noah Sunday facing off against Farouk, I think, there on the right-hand side. A couple teams off in the distance, but right now it's a little bit of a waiting game. Once you've made it to zone, there's a ton of buildings still in this zone.
People behind.
You don't have to push the equation right now. You don't want to risk anything if you don't have to.
Right, no, like right here in front, right in front.
We do get Dazzy in the feed picking up a kill right there. I know he doesn't have a ton of reps in COD Mobile BR, but then he always translates as I say that he gets taken down. So passive curse by definition. Some like to call it the Bobby curse. To each their own. Looks like for the time being, King Farouk stacked up in the building, but they're getting pushed quickly.
Watch out, there's a guy in
Big
the house.
trade right there to buy them some breathing room, but need to get those tags. It looks like the first
behind
will
you,
be
behind you,
retrieved.
behind you.
No,
Yeah, he's up there.
There's a look at Noah Sunday's team.
There's a team.
Down to 61 players overall.
Oh, okay.
Noah's got 2 kills by himself.
We're a bit
Shots out of the
separate
top,
here.
pretty,
I got some
pretty
shots,
clean.
We're a little far back from you guys.
They've got 2 split right now. Noah's kind of playing back
Did they
line.
just go back up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they've done that.
Playing near center like this too, like you just don't have to be too active. You have to make a decision. Is the simple answer. You either have to hunt edge of zone, or you play center and play patient. And it looks like one of their players, Toxic, has gotten a little impatient, and has been punished for it. I don't even know if they're gonna be able to get out there without risking their lives for it.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing right there, because it seems like
someone's on the
3 of the 4 players are of the same mind, where they're gonna stack up in buildings, play rooftops, and let the game come to them. And you got one lone Leroy Jenkins that just decides he's gonna send it and ends up paying for it right there. And now it's the rest of the squad that is going to pay the price for it. So we got Stone Mountain getting aggressive with his squad once again. Smoke Bomber, such an important class in this one. One player going to get taken down for their squad in Camillo, trying to stay alive, and that's the spotter class coming in as well. This may be Raging Cactus and company.
Medic,
We'll see what ends up happening right here as they look to get the revive, and they've got medic class, so they're chilling outside zone for now.
Yeah, again, medic has so much value, and you're able to pick up teammates pretty quickly. But now that they've healed up, it's time to move to new. It's gotta move double time here, gentlemen. Go quickly, and there's gotta be a team holding them on the outside of the zone. The problem is there's, again, just hardly any cover. Like you said, a little more rolling hills on isolated, so at least it's not like blackout, which is a lot more flat. But there's gonna be somebody looking at him, and maybe they can play around this rock. But luckily, they did get draw the short side of new zone, so they're not gonna have to rotate too much further on next. Here in about 70 seconds or so.
Oh my gosh. Another explosion takes down Stone Mountain. He has not had a good time with those. A perfectly placed nade to take him down, and now 1 HP. There. Oh no, not a nade. It's actually a tank coming into play for the first time right there, and he's been greeted by every source of explosion possible in this one.
His eyebrow raised. He said, "What now? What happened?"
Dude, these nades hit hard in this game. It's actually crazy.
Sorry, just Slayer, not part of the Slayer. Slayer comes in, picks up another. That's
It's
9.
actually
He's gonna get
crazy.
double digits by himself, running around in the open because he can. The visual cover of these rolling hills, kind of playing this mountainside. He actually has a really good position on the edge of this map to play for these outside kills and then move into new without giving too much away. Gonna try to play for these, pushing up. Teammates able to play Overwatch. He swings in from the other side. Again, Smoke Bomber, so valuable to be able to see through the smoke, lay down some fire, picks up one, tags another. He should be free for the most part. There's the angle. Holy cow. That is 11 for Slayer here, Bobby.
It's just fish in a barrel right there. They literally do not stand a chance, and that's why Smoke Bomber is a must-have class in this one. He could have had no team support and still gotten that wipe by himself. They just
I'm like starving.
seem to be aware of the situation or the risk that they
I
took
could
sitting behind
fuck
that
up
Smoke
some Jimmy
Bomber
Jones
smoke.
right
So,
now.
more free kills for him. That's now up to 11.
Oh,
You gotta keep
God.
in mind, we've still got 32 people alive.
On
That number
good.
of kills as a team was 18. He's got 11 by himself.
This could be one of the biggest games of the day, especially if they get the win.
I have cluster on it. I'm finishing now. No, concussion mag.
Good shot.
I think that's actually the DLQ concussion mag. There's a sniper that has a concussion attachment that auto concusses when it lands. He's able to get alive. Can't say the same for Aerith as she gets taken down there.
Yeah, playing edge of zone there. Everybody rotating at the same time through the same area. This is the boon about getting here early. It's the classic conversation here in Battle Royale. If you can pick up some early eliminations, which of course this team was able to do, you can afford to rotate early. You don't have to worry about kills in the middle game. Get here early, and then you can farm. Slayer, a straight shooter, but also playing zone really well. Playing low side here is going to give a lot of cover for the now, it looks like 12 other players on the map who are immediately getting cut down whenever they enter Slayer's POV. This is unbelievable. 12 now for just him as an individual. Teammates likely a couple, and he's going to swing around the outside of the zone, push up, try to play a flank. Finds one, easily picks it up. That's a squad wipe. Now 11 total players on the map.
Dude, this guy is like popping off.
This is a freebie for Slayer if they can lock it.
Like they just keep putting him on the main stage, and he's just like absolutely popping off.
That means they've been taken out of the competition, and it looks like free pickings right now as they are all full health. They've got everybody stacked up with double loadouts, and once again, all the confidence in the world. Up to 13 kills now. More smokes going down. A smoke bomber to work with. Lucky Shamu hoping his teammate in Camo can clutch up right here. 21K in his pocket, nothing to do with it, and he is going to be able to pick up a frag with the Smurfs. I don't know how much more he's going to be able to do as a solo, but every point counts at this point.
Yeah, I mean, these are big points right now, let alone the placement
In the
points.
left corner, I don't even know who. I'm so delayed right now. I don't even know who is in the left corner.
Almost styles on him.
Okay, just chill.
But it's Slayer and team. Able to crush it right now. They're missing one, so 3 players on the map for them. Still player advantage. It's going to be at least a 3v3, if not more. There's an elimination coming through. Slayer still finding more. That's 14 in total. A big win right now. 15 placement points on the line and pushing the equation. Finds another kill. Finds another elimination. Team off in the distance, though, holding. Slayer's going to get traded out, but his team wins it. Overall, Slayer, your victors, and likely the top Slayers on the map. My goodness, 15 kills as an individual. Team had nearly 20. Bobby, what a dominant performance.
Yeah, that was a clinic start to finish. We figured it was going to be a bit of a long shot that we saw one team dominate all the way through and take every single map, and Team Raging Cactus even then still did a good job of staying alive till what seemed to be top 3, top 4 more than likely. They got that second best point count, but I've got a feeling whatever lead that they had coming into this one, there's got to be a sizable dent from Slayer and Company.
A little sneak peek. I looked back on the replay. That was 24 kills as a team overall. Slayer with 15. One of his teammates had 5, 3, and 1. Overall, 24 kills, 24 points in kills alone. Another 15 on top of that from placement points. That's 39 without any challenge points. That is the biggest game of the day, no questions asked. We saw Raging Cactus put up a 36-point game at the very beginning of the day. A great map, but this one 39 without any challenge points, and I believe they picked up at least, I think they got the hover splatter kills, so they're going to get a couple points there. They're going to be over 40 for sure just in this map alone. I am so excited to see this leaderboard after 3. Things are definitely going to be shaken up. I assume Raging Cactus is still going to be up there. We did see them stay late in that lobby, but not a win this time from Raging Cactus's team because of Slayer's incredible performance. Let's take a look back, though, Bobby, on some great moments in this map. Second map isolated, a little bit different.
Yeah, it certainly was. And interestingly enough, in the map where we didn't have the hot drop, it was actually a bit of a slower end game. So whether that be the result of teams taking a different approach or maybe a little more desperation to pick up kills, it certainly played out a lot different than the first time around. It felt like a lot more players just kind of lurking in off positions as opposed to pushing together. And once again, that comes with the confidence of playing as a team that has been around Call of Duty Mobile for a long time, understands the mechanics, the utility, the classes, and the way that those work together. The team chemistry was certainly on point for our top teams once again.
Nice, guys.
And of course, top team in this one was Slayer. A massive game, likely going to put them near the top of the leaderboard. We're calculating all those scores right now. We should get them to you as soon as possible. But a big map from them. Definitely going to, at the very least, close the gap to Raging Cactus at the top of our leaderboard, if not overtake them. But again, like we said before, Raging Cactus, I believe they made it. I don't know if they made it to top 5 or if it was just top 10. But either way, they're going to earn some placement points in this one as well. And so the question is, how many kills did they get? Where's Team Winsanity in this one?
I think there's 2 more games. I think that was the 4th game.
Noah Sunday pops off a little bit more in this one. We saw several kills go his way. They like
Surely I get to kill this game. Surely, right?
And some really exciting stuff. We're getting all those.
I believe.
We'll show them.
I believe if I can get 3 kills in Rainbow Six, I can get a kill in this.
That was a lot of fun. It was a little bit slower in the end game, but that made it even more engaging. We were able to just kind of watch the storyline of Team Slayer move around that zone and play it near flawlessly. One of the things I was really impressed with was the calls to stay on the low ground on the short side of the zone and let the other team shoot at each other, and then Slayer peeked out around the corner, fried 2, 3, 6 kills, didn't matter, and then popped back into the right side of the zone. It was near flawless, and it was almost like they were playing a different game. It was a perfect execution.
Yeah, and once again, that just shows the gap between content creator and pro player. I know that Lotex was a late scratch. He would have been kind of the only other COD Mobile BR pro player besides Slayer.
Oh, pro? There's pros in this? I mean, anything's possible, obviously. Like, you can become pro player in any game. I didn't realize that there was a pro league in this.
Just such a difference with that level of experience and with that many reps against top players. It's really showing out here in this competition. We'll see whether it's enough to move into the top spot. Obviously, not going to be easy to take down a team that went back-to-back in our first 2 games.
Yeah, it's a good shout. And again, folks, I got to remind everybody at home that we are playing for top 8. I don't know where everybody's at. We're about to get those scores. But, hey, top 8 is where we're making money, Bobby. You talked about it before. $50,000 on the line. $16,000 for first place, though.
That's insane.
For gold. We're playing for first place. That's $4K a piece, and that's community qualified players winning that money, content creators winning that money, and everybody in between. Been a really fun competition thus far. We are 3 games in, 2 maps to go. We're headed back to Blackout, and then we will finish with Isolated. And it's been a lot of fun on the day. I think biggest takeaways is sometimes aggression pays off. I think Slayer's team there, one of the big boons. We can talk about their strategy, their positioning in zone, the way they played it, but it was just raw confidence, Bobby. That's the big thing at the end of the day, is if you play with confidence and you can shoot straight, you're going to pick up a lot of wins and a lot of kills, and they're able to get both in that one. So Raging Cactus near the top, obviously Slayer at the top. The big question mark is, who else is up there, because 6 other teams are going to be winning some cash if those 2 teams stay at the top. So first and foremost, we are going to take a look at the match ranking. So this is just this last game. Here are your scores. Thank you for staying patient. Here are the scores from that one. Now, Team Slayer, I don't think have all their eliminations in here right now, because I think it was 24 in total. So that score is going to go up pretty dramatically, but they do have 15 rank points because they won the map and they had 9 challenge points. That's the thing to take a look at, is that you see 34, that's going to go up by about 14, I believe, if we saw those numbers correctly. So that's going to be the biggest game of the day by a mile. And then you look at some of these others. I mean, Noah Sunday was able to make it near the top there, probably able to pick up a top 5 position, it looks like, able to pick up 8 kills, solid game, 18 points. Team Lucky Shamu, though, 26 points. Another great game from them. A reminder, we saw them in the top 5 in game 2 as well, Bobby.
Yeah, no question. It's been some solid performances across the board. Team Noah needed a big performance. Team Aerith, it would pick up 17 challenge points right there. So even though the elims and the placement points are not falling for them, they're able to get a solid chunk. We're seeing a few of those teams who maybe had a slow start starting to pick things up. Team Stone Mountain doing a good job of knocking out those challenges as well.
Yeah, and I think some of these kills are still being logged in, so you'll see a couple of these shifts. But yeah, Team Rolex picking up a couple kills is big as well. Couple rank points here across the board. But again, I think the big thing is taking a look at some of the challenge points as well. I think we're seeing a lot of challenge points come through for some of these squads. Team Winsanity potentially picking up a ton of challenge points in that last one. Maybe combining the last 2, picking up 21 in total. So again, there's a ton of different ways to earn points on the map. You don't have to be Slayer in order to earn points, but you do have to slay out at least a little bit. You got to get.
Gosh, my iPad's at like 31%.
Not a ton of kills to boot across the board, and that's the thing that can probably get a little bit frustrating. It's like, how do we find more kills? Sorry, they were all taken by Slayer's team. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't even close. So a big map from them. And we're getting that overall update, and we'll be able to showcase it. But hey, Noah Sunday, a pretty good performance in that last one as well. So I think what we saw from them is that they are a slow burn team. They had to warm up a little bit, Bobby. They worked on their chemistry a little bit, and they're going to maybe be in contention to win some cash today.
Yeah, I think for a lot of these teams, it's about getting a feel for the skill level of the lobby, the pace that people want to play at, the strategy that they want to play at. I think that's part of the reason why, not that Slayer has had a bad performance so far, but that he kind of leveled up right there, is he realized how many players in the lobby he was just so much better than, that he could run around, smoke bomb them directly, and gun every single one of them. So I think now that they've got a more familiar pace going right here, they're going to start to continue to build on that momentum. And I feel like despite the fact that we saw Team Raging Cactus win the first 2 maps, they've got to be a favorite to win this entire thing, just because of the confidence they were playing with throughout that entire game. It wasn't even just at one point or another. It was through and through dominant by that squad.
Yeah, good shout. Well, it's time to take a look at the overall leaderboard, folks. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, and whoa, we got a big shakeup on the board. This is, I think, a couple of these still being updated, but even still, I think Team Stone Mountain may be doing a bit better than we expected. They've got a decent amount of eliminations as well, but some challenge points across the board. Take a look at some of the best teams today. Team Raging Cactus, of course, they've picked up a ton of rank points as well, but I think some of these scores still being updated as well. So stay with us. We'll keep them updated and keep you updated. But here are some of the top teams today as we see a couple of them getting updated. I'm excited to see who ends up on top. We will see those elimination numbers get logged for Slayer's team. I think they're just double checking a couple of the numbers behind the scenes. So yeah, Bobby, a good day. Some top teams still on the board. Lucky Shamu, again, one thing we didn't shout out about that team, by the way, is sometimes I forget, Lucky Shamu sometimes gets labeled as a PC creator. That dude makes mobile content as well. He is all over the board, a YouTube aficionado, if you will. So it makes sense that he's earning a few points on the day here through 3 maps.
Yeah, I've seen him at a couple of the different mobile events that we've had over the past couple of years, so no surprise to see him up toward the top. I would imagine Team Raging Cactus will probably be a little bit higher when we see the new standings as well. I think there may be one map win that got left out for them as well, so it's going to be competitive through and through. We've seen teams be able to stack points from a number of different ways, so once again, going back to Team Aerith, not a lot of kills, not a lot of placement points, still 17 challenge points can be absolutely huge for the way that things play out toward the end of this one. And going back to what we saw in the last one, it seemed like the team that took down the Butcher didn't remember to log it in time, so those 5 points can come back to bite you in the grand scheme of things, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Not going to be a massive gap between 1 and 8 at the end of this one.
Yeah, no, that's actually such a good shout. These challenge points are everything. And I want to take a look, while we're doing some more map behind the scenes, I want to take a look at map 4's challenges, because we are headed back to Blackout, and we've got some new challenges on the board. Now, these looked a little bit different from the others. This time around, only 13 points you can earn in this map. A sniper knock in the first 4 minutes, that's going to be a toughie, and only 15 teams could log it. I doubt even maybe 5 or 6 will, is probably my guess on how many teams can pick that up. Upgrade Me, if you have all living team members upgrade their class, upgrade terminal. You can also do that, I believe, in the buy stations. That's 3 points if you're able to do that in the first 5 minutes. And then Heli Heroes, you can have all of your living team members in a helicopter while it's flying. Again, I don't think we've got 15 helicopters on the map. 4 points if you can grab one of those. Whoever's able to earn it, grab that helicopter, get your points. Again, you were just talking about these
Okay, into the next one.
Yeah, and I feel like the
Into the next one.
I'm tweaking out, bro.
Welcome to Blackout. The match is about to start. Time for the mission. Get ready.
Into the next one.
You've always done what you think is best. But at what cost?
This is the second to last one. Second to last one.
Hay mucha gente que va por allá. Va mucha gente por allá. Da vuelta por otro lado, da vuelta por otro lado, corre.
Wow, there's like a ton of people here.
Sé que vas que empieza a gritar. Se lo cambiemos.
Vámonos de aquí, que hay mucha gente.
That would be funny if I accidentally just like killed myself. It wouldn't have been, but I would have been like, you know what, that was a very
Your teammate has been killed.
classic
Get the dog tags
Kalei
and help them return to the
thing.
battle.
Ya vio la morra.
Corre, vámonos.
Fuck.
Corre, vámonos, corre.
Adivina qué posición estamos.
¿Qué?
25, el último. Ay, ya me
¿Cómo tú
perdí.
sabes?
Me perdió. No se muevan.
Déjela ahí, vayan, todo bien.
12 puntos. Wow.
Me voy a cambiar duro aquí.
Vengan. No sale. Don't separate from us, Kelly.
EMP drone is ready.
I'm down. I'm so bad at the game.
Ese equipo que está allá bueno, loco, el delito.
Ay. This is kind of like, I don't know. I don't understand what any of my teammates are saying. I have no idea what's going on till last second. NT! NT!
Cae más para adelante, loco. Ahora debiste caer más para adelante, porque aquí
The airdrop is coming.
yo estoy chilling. Ven, güey, vamos para allá adelante, vamos para donde mal que ven. Esto no sirve, loco. Aquí llega el otro equipo, así lo va a coger. Ven.
¿Y ese marica se quedó?
Ven, olvídate de ese loco.
Airdrop has been delivered.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasó?
Porque él está rodeado de mucha gente y no se va, loco. Él cree que es inmortal. Yo voy a campear, loco, yo voy a sobrevivir.
Cuando no, falta otra, lo juegan bien.
Pero...
O también quédate allá.
Pero marica, unos allá, otros acá, no, pues entonces ¿para qué nos escribimos esta chimba? Ve ahí, la nena se le va a acabar el tiempo.
Que loca. Están cambiando la placa de ella. ¿Deberíamos rescatarla?
Yo creo que no.
No.
Pero entonces, venga.
Yo creo que esta casa también, loco. No hay nadie en esta casa, creo. Bueno, hay caja abierta, ¿eh? Tengo un striker. Entra a esa casa.
The airdrop is coming.
La puerta, están abiertas las puertas aquí. Quédate aquí.
Después de esta partida, ojalá esa morra borra Call of Duty. Nunca lo vuelvo a jugar.
Sube, no camina ni corre por los rincones.
Pero... Vamos a jugar así, campeando, pues que jugamos.
Claro, marico, yo voy a campear.
Yo a campear, ya.
Yo voy campeando, man.
Cost.
Nah.
¿Qué nada que? Obsérvame, país. Cuando nos pushen, yo tengo un striker, loco. Le damos bien verga, loco. ¿Qué tú traes? ¿Qué tú tienes, Vane? Dan. Dube, ¿qué tú tienes? No, el Dube.
Una striker y un subfusil.
Chopper.
No, de operador.
Una escopeta.
El médico.
Ok, ve, estamos bien. Se le trata de quédense ustedes juntos en un lado y yo me quedo aquí con la escopeta. Yo no se van a esperar que estamos muy separados.
O es esa la que creó este pinche torneo que la próxima no deje el Duty.
Que vamos a saber que nos van a emparejar con
The airdrop is coming.
Ah, si me pongo. Ay, me da un puto patatús si hacen lo mismo otra vez.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Estamos en zona bien, loco. Estamos bien en zona.
No, sin importar cuando llegue todo el mundo.
Cuando llega todo el mundo le damos verga, man. Le damos verga.
Nosotros somos 3. Recuerda.
Y si los otros son 4.
Yo puedo bajarme a 2, loco, con el striker. Si me suben aquí. Les spameo eso, ya tú sabes, problema.
No.
Se le puede poner cargador ampliado a esta mierda, ¿no?
¿A qué?
Al strike.
No, así no.
Okay.
No.
¿Ustedes tienen ansiedad? Quédense tranquilos.
¿Tienen balas de sniper?
No, bro. ¿Tienen balas de fusil? No, tengo 60 nada más.
Sí.
Acá tenemos casas también.
Ansiedad, sí tenemos porque...
¿Alguien vio una K-117 por ahí?
No, baila.
Si lo encuentro yo lo uso, mano. Ajá, prefiero usarlo yo.
¿Qué es mejor, la XM4 o la K-47?
47.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
Bota la mira en un lugar culerísimo.
De manera que tengo que ser amable con esta gringa porque si no me pueden banear de Call of Duty.
Literal.
Sí, lo dijo, ¿no es que lo dijo la morra?
Sí, lo dijo, yo sé.
Lo dijo.
Inclusive están las reglas. Si usted trata mal a alguien, lo elimina.
Simón. Dice no move y amable.
¿Y por qué tú vas a Duba?
No, estaba acá recogiendo luz en esta casa.
Milagro que Cos no está haciendo
A ver,
stream.
top 5 son 25 personas. Diablo, tienen que quedar 25, loco, mira.
Qué vergüenza quedarse así, hablo bien, weón.
25 personas. Hasta que no haya 25,
El...
lo quiero a todito aquí en casita.
Y nosotros estamos en 25, necio.
Me refiero cuando queden 25 gente en el mapa ahorita. Cuando queden 25, ya estamos top 5, capiche. Nos quedamos aquí hasta que eso, o que nos maten, o matamos. Quédate tranquilo, ansioso del diablo.
No se muevan.
No te muevas, Duba. Lo paso a mal, cabrón.
Es que...
No, güey.
Es que marica, ahorita nos acorraba acá de esa casa.
Me voy a dar un puto patatús, mano. Voy a empezar a gritar.
Sí.
Yo tranquilo,
también,
verga.
Yo también, weón. No.
Chilling. El equipo que venga lo detonamos, loco. Pero no hagan ruido, no se dejen ver por la ventana tampoco, maldición.
Pendejo, tienes que estar caminando por lo dentro para ver si viene necio.
Ah, sí, claro, toca estar también al pendiente.
¿Pendiente de qué?
Después de esta pinche torneo, quédate en MJ, porfa.
Yo sí.
The airdrop is coming.
Vamos a ir por carro.
Close in.
Tenemos el carro aquí. Escóndelo.
Suban.
Ahorita, queda mucho tiempo, loco. Pero ¿para dónde vamos?
Que te suba,
¿Quieres morir? Vamos a morir, ven.
Sí.
Eso es lo que tú quieres, ya morir. Eso es lo que tú quieres, ya morir.
Y ahorita cerrando la zona.
Ansioso, pero que todavía no queda un minuto. Eso no está lejísimo, lo que esto va lentísimo, ¿no?
Tengo unas armas también, pendejo.
Lo que quiero morir, bro.
Lo que quiero es ganar.
Aquí estamos bien, ¿eh? Mierda, esta casa está culera. No, estamos en la otra.
Sí, está baila. Pero es que ya está cerrando la zona.
No, la de ahí enfrente, no está mejor. Esa cosita, no.
No, baila.
No, la de chiquita de ahí. La chiquita de adelante.
Por eso nos ven.
So like weird. Like literally don't have. Oh, there we go. Kind of. I sound like messed up. Okay, well, it worked for a second, and then I just locked it.
Chip terminal is almost ready.
And then I just locked it by accident. Oh my god. There we go.
The airdrop is coming.
Airdrop has been delivered.
The spread between first and third, which is an $8,000 spread.
Oh my gosh.
Look
My
at
mouse
the-
died.
Parker the Slayer may have just had a squad wipe. He got at least 2 players down right there, so haven't gotten to see his POV a ton so far in this one, but once again, somebody to keep your eye on.
Be careful with SMRS.
Got Stone Mountain.
Da, da, ba, ba, ba,
I
ba.
did not expect him to have a big performance like this, let alone be within 2 points of the lead. So obviously he's been able to pick up some solid teammates, but I know he's got a good bit of experience on mobile as well, and more than likely playing a role in his ability to call things out. Got that Battle Royale experience and continuing to stay alive for those end games.
We saw Rolex die on screen, but it's Justice and Nasta, 2 teammates still alive, battling inside of this building. Not in zone though, so they're trying to play this outside of zone, pick up these kills and potentially rotate in. You can see a couple players off in the distance now swinging up onto the building.
Go for attack.
Great movement.
Go for,
Flying and frying, but trying to figure out now what do we do. This is the problem playing edge of zone and maybe just getting caught edge of zone.
Confia, mano. Confia. No,
Getting to new is so difficult.
Isso, por ahí, isso.
Just live. We got one player already flying back
Ya me perdieron.
but now only. Oh no, not flying back in. Already taken down. One player remains. 3 tags to be picked up, and looks like he's not even gonna bother. He's got a pretty solid spot to try to play for some positioning and see if maybe he can play for placement right there. And I think especially with it closing in on fracking tower, that's gonna be one of your better chances to do it as a solo.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting end zone. There's going to be a lot of folks that can stay alive inside of fracking. It's just a big enough POI to support a lot of folks. But, okay, we're doing tricks out there. Noah Sunday trying to fly and fry. It looks like, I think a medic was laid down on the other side. Was able to soak up a decent amount of the damage he was throwing down range. Another player was on a, I want to say it was a snowboard doing a flip. But they've got this hold pretty nicely. They don't have to move. They've got a nice visual cover here with this rock and this lip.
Yeah, I'm weak.
This is just a waiting game. You don't want to overextend like
Some players are crazy on this game. I can't do that on controller. I know there's like people in this game, like just watching this and stuff like that. There's like some really cracked people, and like Noah Sunday, I played with him. I want to say like when Verdansk released on mobile, we did a tourney on it. I think it was like it was actually that tourney was a lot of fun because like it was a COD mobile tourney and then it went to PC, so it was 3 games on COD mobile and then 3 games on PC. And that was like super fun because they got to deal with us content creators being terrible on mobile and them carrying us. And then on
think there's several teams. If we
PC,
take a quick
like,
look at the map,
a
I wanna
lot of
see how
them,
many teams have made it to
like,
fracking
strictly,
and now
like,
have to
don't,
pull out of their
or,
main
like, from my experience, like, a lot of the people that were playing have never really played on PC and stuff like that. And so,
several teams besides just Jacob Gaming's team.
it was, like, crazy. It was, like, literally crazy.
Again, this is
It was
such a good
funny.
play by
It was
Slayer.
so funny, though.
He came down to the south side of fracking a while ago, wiped the edge, and has been playing the south side, the short side of the zone for the last 5 minutes or so. They're able to have all 4 alive, inside of cover, on edge of zone, and able to pick one up in transition. That's his 7th. There's the reason this team is at the top. And here's a quick look at the map. I knew there's going to be a lot of teams here. It looks like, I want to say 3 or 4 inside of fracking, but it's this left side that I am worried about. A lot of folks already down. Noah Sunday, Bella Fox, Farouk's teams. This side of the map is utter chaos. A lot of dog tags and a lot of teams still alive, but it is absolute chaos as they're trying to rotate into new. The teams that rotated early are going to get paid. It's the team on your screen, Slayer Squad, who is in a really good position to potentially win it all again here, Bobby.
Yeah, and once again, surprising that so many teams have waited this long, especially with the amount of different mobility tactics that you have. I think maybe teams a little more focused on farming those rotation kills, but definitely a lot more risky, especially when you could potentially set up inside zone and get just as many kills. It looks like Noah's going to be able to pick up another one. Even inside the vehicle, just hitting absolute beams. Only his 2nd kill of the match, but they've got all 4 players alive right now. That's most important, although they're going to just kind of stop in no man's land right here. Vehicle doesn't make for a great source of cover as it's going to be set to explode. Fortunately for them, it will stay intact for the time being, but not a great position right here, especially with teams starting to get set up inside of zone.
Yeah, this is that side of the zone I was talking about as utter chaos. They're wiping teams left, right, and center on the outside of zone, but now continuing to pull closer and closer into the interior of these ancillary buildings.
I wonder if anyone's raw dogging using just the touchscreen. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's some people like just straight up raw dogging it, like actually.
And yeah, several teams, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams all in this area. This is the north side of the zone. Trying to play around these silos. Just playing for placement. As a reminder, placement points on the board, so even if you're a solo, just trying to stay alive for a moment is huge. Nice find up top, able to crack one.
Because if he goes down there,
I don't know if we can get Parker the Slayer's POV, but I saw him just prone next to this building. I don't know. Okay, there he is. He's gonna get spotted out right there, and Dino takes him down, and just kind of hiding in the wreckage of an exploded motorcycle right there. And Dino's gonna be able to spot out another, hits the transfer onto Codeine. Clean as can be in the ninja class, which we haven't seen come out a ton.
I will say this week is super interesting. This week has definitely been super interesting, chat, for sure. I am so excited for this week to end. I don't know, I'm just making conversation just because I'm on a delay right now, and I don't really know what to talk about because I'm just kind of talking to myself. So I had a doctor's appointment today.
All 5 of these teams getting those points. Now it's about playing.
I have to make another appointment to get blood drawn. And then because heart disease runs in my family, they're doing like another test for like cholesterol and stuff like that. I didn't realize that the amount of cholesterol that you're supposed to be having is like 300. Like the max is like 300. I don't know what the fuck. Is it like milligrams? 300 milligrams? I don't fucking know. Probably not, but it's 300 something, all right? It's 300 something. I had 3 eggs today, and that was 600 of whatever fucking thing that they
force them to push out, but once again, you've got so many defender shields you can throw down, especially when you get the upgraded
that they like recorded in.
They can sit here as
And I was like, what? What the hell? And like the daily dose of it. Let me actually look it up.
Now it's 3v1. Clinical as it be. They take down Valerian, and just like that, Team Slayer picks up a back-to-back of their own.
Wow, we've had 4 maps, but only 2 winners. Raging Cactus picks up map 1 and 2, and it's Team Slayer picking up map 3.
Let me see.
Doesn't matter what the map looks like, what it's called, they're gonna get a victory.
Yeah, so
on it. And again,
the cholesterol is 300 milligrams. So I was right with like the thing of how they record it.
Hoping or at least having a decent
But I had 3 eggs today, and that was 600 milligrams. And the daily dose is supposed to be 300 milligrams for like, I was like, oh my god. I thought I was eating a healthy meal this morning, but apparently I was just poisoning my body. And I was like, I get why people eat egg whites now, because like, the only thing that has the cholesterol in eggs is the yellow bit.
Very, very well done. And Bobby, here's a quick look back on that map. Insanity picking up a couple early, which is nice to see.
So I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Was near the top of the leaderboard as well.
Yeah, I don't know how long their run in that game lasted, so there's a chance maybe we see them fall a little bit on the scoreboard. But there's no question, Team Slayer still looking like the team to beat.
And then the girls have a vet appointment tomorrow.
Kills, but like you talked about, just playing the zone.
The girlies have a vet appointment tomorrow.
They're able to adapt their play style to fit the map. They're not necessarily
so
full send everybody.
That'll be fun.
Possible that we saw on Isolated. This time around, they sit back, they let the opposition come to them, knowing how much open ground is on the surrounding areas. And they once again go big to take the win. And it's not just Slayer picking up the kills either. We saw one of his teammates there with 7.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. Like, this team is really strong. They're working together really well. But
I mean, there was really like no good news or bad news. It was just like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling good. And they're like, oh, let's do your heart rate. And I was like 115 at something. And they're like, that's excellent. And I was like, thank you. I barely drink caffeine anymore. That's a lie. I do have a cup of coffee before, but that's pretty much been my caffeine.
Have the last map of the day. And probably a very interesting leaderboard to boot. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment.
I like have a massive headache right now, and then when I do the math, I barely had like 500 calories worth of food today. I had like eggs, I had 1 slice of turkey bacon, blueberries and strawberries, and then I just ate a bag of chips from Starbucks with my coffee, but my coffee is like halfway through. I just needed something. I needed just like a little bit of something just to get me through. It's been like a really stressful day. I'm not gonna explain because it's not my story to tell, but holy fuck, it's been this has been a week, and I'm excited for this week to end. I'm so excited for this week to end. I have MRC this Saturday. I hope that goes well. I hope I don't play like a piece of shit. And then after that, like, dude, I just want to get back to regular streaming. I've just been like super busy. There's just been like just a lot. And I have learned my lesson of not staying up till 5 a.m. streaming when I have a 9 a.m. doctor's appointment. And I have to wake up early for that. Because then after my doctor's appointment, it was like 11 when I came home, and I have been up since. So I need some soothing tea. Yeah, just a very normal thing. Very, very normal. I have to reschedule another appointment for like a female physical, because apparently that doctor didn't fucking do it. It's a weird ass. Like, I don't like this doctor, but I've already solidified with them, so I'm just gonna suck it up and be like, whatever. I don't think anyone... Do people actually really like their doctors? But I feel like bloated in my tummy has been like kind of hurting yesterday because I consumed like too much fiber. Too much fiber.
Welcome back to the $50,000 Call of Duty Mobile Mythic Mayhem, and we've got our match 4 scores. And again, this is just from map 4, and this is in order of placement,
There is
not
this
necessarily scores. And look at that, though, another 40-plus game here. Bobby from Team Slayer, 19 eliminations. They did pick up 7 challenge points, and of course the 15 placement points for winning. 41 points is nobody's even close on this first page. Yeah, you might have made it to top 5, but did you have a lot of kills? Noah Sunday picking up a pretty decent game, but 41's insane.
Yeah, no question.
There's this like coffee brand that I actually just ordered from.
And we see, especially with a subpar, at least relative to what they have been doing so far, performance for Raging Cactus, that's got to put Slayer and his squad pretty convincing.
And it's very interesting.
Obviously, Stone Mountain.
It's like a natural energy source. Bitch, be so fucking for real for a second.
Slayer and his squad. So, yeah. Going down the leaderboard, Lucky Shamu and Rolex, both a solid game right there, but
I wanted to get like some of their green tea there for like just early morning, you know, energy. And then they have like this coffee that's made with like plants and shit like that. It was expensive though. It was like really expensive. And then they have this creamer. It's this pearl coconut creamer. And I was like, I need to try that. So I got it. I don't know. I'm just like looking for stuff for like extra nutrients that I know for a fact I don't get in my day-to-day. And I feel like drinking nutrients is, for me, a lot easier. It's a million times easier for me to drink
to 5th place with Team Rolex
than to
this page getting paid out though. We were worried about Aerith. She's
than to
on
eat.
the page right now. If she can maintain
personally,
she'll be walking away with at least a little bit of cash. But look at this gigantic lead here from Team Slayer. Nearly 20 points, 18-point lead over Team Stone Mountain going into the next map. And then there's a big drop off from Stone Mountain down to Team Winsanity.
I'm just going to go ahead and say Team Aerith are challenge point merchants because 46 of their 66 are from challenge points, but at the end of the day, points are points, and they have found a way into top 8. Honestly, one of the craziest things, Slayer is the only COD mobile creator that is inside the top 4 right now. Everybody else from a different game or a different platform.
Oh wow,
we're seeing a lot of those COD mobile
that's insane.
Struggling so far in this one. Obviously, Noah and company.
Wait, there's COD mobile players struggling right now? Oh my god, if they're struggling, I feel better.
A lot of COD mobile creators on the border of making it into one of those top spots. Obviously, eyes on Parker the Slayer. I mean, you've only got 6 points separating team number 9 and team number 13.
Yeah, I think it's a really good shout. A ton of folks still knocking at the door and potentially earning a bit of cash. Even a couple teams on this list, if they can really pop off in one good game, the last game of the day, there's a chance that they're making some cash today. As a reminder, $50,000 on the line. Yes, $16,000 for first, but 8th place still walking away with $1,000 for your team. That's $250 a piece. That's a great day in the office, if you ask me. So some of these teams drop a big pop-off game. Big opportunity to still make some cash. Let's take a look at our maps, though, and as a reminder of our winners, we've played 4.
Oh, it's only 5 games. Why did I think it was 6?
And then Team Slayer winning the next 2. So who's gonna win the last one? There can only be one victor, and who knows? Maybe it's a totally different team. Maybe it's Team Stone Mountain. They're able to snag the victory of the map and the overall competition. It's absolutely possible.
Stone Mountain's popping off. I'm like not surprised.
And we've done all the learning that we can, Bobby. There's no more chemistry building. This is putting everything that you've been working on into practice. The last map of the day. So you talked about Aerith being a challenge merchant. Let's take a look at what challenges she could potentially grab in this one. Last challenges of the day. Total of 17 points on the board that you can grab. This is the most of the day as well. These could be pretty huge. We do have a hot drop in this game. Isolated. It looks like all team members need to drop Isolated HQ this time around if you want those 8 points. I think it's going to be real hot this time around, Bobby, because everybody's fiending for points.
I'm curious what Isolated HQ is, because that's not a name spot on the map. That may be in reference to the floating platform. And if it is the floating platform, then it's going to be easily the craziest drop that we've seen. I don't know that you can guarantee a floating platform in any particular game.
Yeah.
But assuming that we do get one that has an opportunity for a lot of teams to gain
Oh
points,
my god.
especially given that you can fly off quickly, but
The iPad is at 10%. They need to start this matchup.
Yeah, it is the platform is what I'm being told from production, which is what we thought it was. That'll be real interesting if we get that one on the board. You're totally right. I don't know what's going to happen. A lot of fun things behind the scenes. This map is going to be a blast. But I think we've got a little extra special something. Maybe a partnership? COD Mobile is pairing up with a very unique group of folks out there that maybe you've heard of. Let's take a quick look. That is right. Call of Duty Mobile Season 6 Gundams arrive. They launch next Wednesday, July 2nd at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You're not going to want to miss this. A really cool collaboration. We love all that COD Mobile's doing in the scene, and collaborating with Gundam is going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be Gundam-themed operators, rewards, and dedicated limited time mode. 4v4 mech-style combat in all-new Gundam Team Deathmatch mode. This is going to be a blast, so make sure you check it out. Again, it launches next Wednesday, July 2nd, and I think there's a big exclusive trailer dropping this Friday, June 27th. You're not going to want to miss as well. So operators, TDM, Bobby, this is going to be a blast whenever it drops here in only about a little over a week.
Yeah, this is honestly the most excited I've been for a new season in a long time. I think it's the first time we've ever had an entire season.
Alright, well, last game. Will I be able to stay alive? We shall see. Probably not. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I will just stay close to my teammates. I shall try my hardest.
First blood.
Wait, is that from Black Ops 3? Is this the gun that I think it is? I mean, I have 5 bullets, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot, but... will not be able to do a whole lot.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Ve al chopper, ve al helicóptero.
I don't know what that is. What's an airdrop? I don't know what that
The
is.
safe zone is collapsing.
¿Qué cogieron aquí?
Is an airdrop like a loadout? Chat? I'm confused. I'm so confused. BMP, they just added it. I don't know. You know, I don't know how to access it.
Suban chopper. Vamos a ir a rushear, güey. Pónganse pilas.
¿Tú salir de una bella?
Sí, güey. ¿Qué putas? Si ganamos en primer lugar, ¿qué hacemos? Nada.
Si ganamos primero, dan 15 puntos.
Aquí,
Aquí ganamos esta tabla.
The airdrop is coming.
Yo tuve que tenía otro torneo hoy. Misma hora de este.
Enemy vehicle is nearly done for.
Y eso lo podía ganar yo. No sé.
Airdrop has been delivered.
Aquí, ponte.
Get out of this smoke. The EMP drone is ready. Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags and help them
Oh my
return to the
god.
battle.
I'm at 5%.
Agarra placa.
What the heli?
Te de tu trabajo, hacer las grandes placas, mano, y yo hago.
Your teammate has been killed. Get the dog tags.
Dying. I don't hear him. I don't see him.
Muy bien.
Muy bien, bro.
Excelente, muy
Muy
bien.
Una pasadísima, la verdad.
Excelente, Bruno Reyes.
Oh my goodness. Well, NT. Oh my gosh.
You got one player like Slayer who's
I probably shouldn't have had it at like high.
for a lot of these guys it's just about
But
together. As I say that, Little B completely splits from his squad, but looking relatively uncontested over at Sakura and looking like they will be able to continue to loot up.
Back to the watch party.
Play to buy a loadout or some other upgrades at one of these buy stations.
Yeah, as a reminder too, buy stations, a new value add to the game. Fire sales also included, which is anytime you see a fire sale active, that's gonna be a 30% discount on that buy station. So you can do a little bit of the math, but I got a bit for you. A revival coin, usually 15,000, now 10,500. Self-revive kit, usually 6,000, now 4,200, and so on and so forth. So 30% actually pretty significant when you think about it, especially in the early game. But it looks like Team Jacob Gaming is trying to figure out how they're going to address this one. As a reminder, one of the challenges was to kill somebody while you were in a vehicle, while it was driving and you're in the passenger seat. And I wonder if maybe they've already logged that one. It looks like they were, as drive-by is about to expire. And I want to say 3 teams have been able to log it already.
Bella Fox trying to get away right here as COD Ninja finds one, but she's gonna get taken down again. Rough map, but you're alive and that's all that matters. It looks like COD Ninja is just going to work on these squads, and now the last hope for them is they look to stay alive in this one. Obviously a dominant map one, but that was largely at the hands of COD Ninja clutching up solo. He's gonna have to do the same here, and it looks like he's gonna be able to get at least one tag.
Ooh, but Dino was able to pick up COD Ninja. That might be... I think he was able to maybe... It looked like a wipe, but I don't think we got the the UI update. He might have gotten a scan off. Might not be a full squad wipe. We'll see. We'll see if we can check back in a little bit. But 73 players on the map currently, and it looks like Dino's already got 4 kills. So a great start here for Jacob Gaming.
Yep. And they were able to get scans on both of those players, so they're chilling for the time being. We do have 73 players alive, so despite the crazy start that we had with that platform hot drop, hasn't resulted in a ton of carnage since. With that being the case, there's a lot of players in need of rotation right here, especially with how far that zone is pulling to the south. It looks like 2 teams still grouped up together up on that north side of the map as well. Wins in the middle of an engagement. Does get knocked, but trades are there. Once again, his team, one of those in the top spots in this one so far, with an opportunity to continue to climb even further.
Yeah, and again, wins right here in launch base on the south side on this side. So I'll be really curious to see where the zone ends up pulling. I'm actually thinking that we might go all the way down to a state or maybe over into military where there's basically nobody.
They put buy stations in this?
Dude,
you know what's crazy?
I think the biggest
You know what's crazy?
rotation is going to be getting through some of these teams that decide
This game, Con Mobile, for customs, you had to put in a lobby code with the password, and we didn't restart the lobby at all, and there was no issues. That's insane. That's insane.
They're just kind of allowing it to drop where it will, and
Like, in a good way. This COD Mobile had passwords to get into the custom lobby, but there was never like an issue of random people joining, so
that's a big reason why they've been able to be as dominant as they have.
I'm actually like super surprised.
That boosts your time to kill, on top of the fact that they're as confident as they are, and I think that confidence plays a role in their willingness.
I will say the
loadout drop and trust that they can
like the BR in here is good. Multiplayer is a lot of fun too, though. Like there was a time last year I was just grinding multiplayer. I like got a nuke and I got like super excited. I think I was going against like AI. They probably weren't. They were probably just as. They were probably. We were probably all the skill level. But
teams rotating in, and we'll see who's able to make it to new in time.
you put 3K into this game, like 3K hours or 3K as in money.
Yeah, and spend a little extra time at the buy station. Let's go ahead and throw the medic down and heal up some people. You can keep buying what you need.
Raging Cactus, I believe all the captains got hooked up with as many mythics as they could handle, but maybe Raging Cactus forgot to set the default skin on his Krig to the mythic, so rocking with the default for the time being. Players starting to drop a little bit more quickly. His team's getting more and more desperate for those points. Earlier you get the kills, the better, and maybe also having that presence of mind where if you're pushing a full team, maybe don't wipe them all the way, taking down 3 players and give an opportunity to revive. I think every single elimination point is going to count at this stage in the competition, so we'll see if any of these teams look to get technical like that, although if your team Slayer leading by the amount that you are, you don't want to give any opportunity for teams to get more points, so I would assume they will continue to run through the squads the way they have.
Tank has been delivered.
And again, the zone's pulling down towards state. You're going to see Circus and kind of the south side of Pipeline in new. Everybody's got to rotate there. Rolex on the edge. Helicopter to rotate.
Lobby.
Yep, kills here like Bobby was talking about. Really important. Nice pickup.
No toque, Rolex.
Reloading.
Yeah.
Nice. Able to pick up Clash Driver. That's nice for his class. Now he's got his medic upgraded. They're going to move on their merry way. A lot of value there in that kill. Nice pickup. Half the lobby's dead here, Bobby. Moving into this last map. You got to hope if you're one of those teams on the bubble that you're still in this.
Yeah. And with how many points you can get just from one good end zone, I don't think any of these teams are ever truly out of reach. I would imagine the ones that are still alive right now are, for the most part, the ones that are in contention and that top 16 that we've been looking at. So
you will revive automatically.
still a lot on the line as far as
Vehicle coming, guys.
executing throughout the end of this one. Obviously, Stone Mountain, another team a lot of people have had eyes on. Definitely shocked a lot of people making their way into top 2. Not a ton of kills on the board for him, but once again, chemistry has been there with his squad, and they have found a way to have some very solid end games and put themselves in really good position to get a good chunk of that 50K.
Yeah, you saw him open up that buy station and pick up the class driver. I believe, I want to say it was fire sale was on because it was about 3,500, I believe. So it would be on fire sale price. And then he also picked up the revival coin, which is usually 15,000.
Crack one.
And then 10,500 during fire sale. I couldn't tell, but it's been a lot of cash. Feeling good about his resources, and now just throwing bullets down range, picking up a nice pick on Rolex. I think getting knocked off screen from Camillo. This is Rolex team on the other side, and if any of these hits, I mean, this team is in deep trouble already, but...
And they may have gone so far that they're out of render distance right now, so it seems like they may have to reposition or kind of accept the loss. They see a helicopter falling out of the sky usually means somebody has flown very close by. I don't know if they're going to be able to identify that. We head over to Team Raging Cactus, who, that understandably so, are on the patrol for some kills to try to pick up some extra points. They're desperately in need of anything that they can find. Very solidly in the lead after those first couple games, picking up wins.
Stretching my legs.
Not necessarily panned out over the last couple, and unfortunately for them, not going to be able to find eyes onto the solo that looked like free pickings.
Let's go, boys. There's some parachute. So someone's going down.
Well, single player trying to rotate in. Not today. Looks like maybe Iceman Isaac getting cut down, trying to rotate either with or without his team. Maybe he was the only remaining player in his team. I'm not sure, but let's take a look at another team having a good time up on top of high ground. Little B, really just playing zone here. He just knows that the kills were coming in game, and here's the opposite side of the coin. Winsanity playing edge of the zone, getting hyper aggressive. Reminder, Winsanity's team's in top 5. They have an opportunity to make a ton of cash today if they have a pretty good game. It means most of our top 5 teams are alive.
It's Beanie.
That was about the perfect time to spectate Little B and his squad. They're just having a good old time. He's happy to be in contention for anything here in a Battle Royale tournament, so they'll see what they can do. Very comfortable with that position and looking to hold to the end.
Hi, Stinker.
Getting active as we see the Smurfs come through in the feed once again. One shot in most scenarios, and now they're going to go ahead and hit the wrap toward the east side of zone. Seeing if there's any stragglers. And it seems like there's a lot of teams that are taking this approach, and as a result, because they're all patrolling, probably not as many teams rotating.
Yeah, I'd love to take a quick look at the map and see where our teams are at right now on this map. And it did pull to a state like we talked about. Pretty even spread across the board. You can see a team around Circus. We're playing this bridge. This team we're watching Stone Mountain's team is going to be right here in red, rotating near bridge.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think they know that there is a player in the helicopter behind them yet. If you're looking over here, ST is flying in behind them, maybe able to play a flank. It might just be a solo. We'll see if maybe they're stacked on top of each other. A full wrap here from this helicopter could make a difference if it is a full team. Now that you see them off in the distance, they're going to wrap all the way around, probably to short side. That's what I would do. But I like Stone Mountain's play here. They are on long side, but there is some cover ahead of them. If they can push this fight and get opening frag here and have player advantage, it's going to be a pretty important position in the zone to take over.
Yeah, they got shots from multiple directions right here, so it may be a couple of different teams that they're dealing with, but this ridge should provide sufficient cover for them to kind of dictate the pace of this one. They find the opening, snipe from Camillo, and Kuz finds another onto Winsanity. If they can take down Win's team, could have huge implications for the rest of the teams. Win taken down, I think still more players remaining, but the Smurfs goes through for Ding as well.
Yeah, it's a big moment for a lot of teams that have an opportunity to kind of take over, win on the leaderboard, but it's also Wynn's the team that's threatening this squad. Wynn's in the top 5, threatening Stone Mountain's team, who's in second place. That is a big takeaway on main stage and nearing the end of this game to be able to make sure Winsanity's team doesn't pick up a ton of points.
Looks like they're still on the hunt for one more squad right here, and once again, Stone kind of letting his teammates scout.
Does anyone have extra
back
guns?
playing the long-range positions with sniper in hand. Iceman Isaac and his team have opted to play inside zone and in a building right here. Very, very passive, but using the third-person peek to get as much information as they possibly can and hoping they can catch somebody off guard. That crouch is going to make sure that nobody gets visual cues as to their location as well, so playing this very well. One team very close by, and who else? Raging Cactus and company.
In the other house.
Well, we had to check in with the top of the leaderboard. Slayer leading the charge right now by a sizable margin, but he and Stone Mountain's team both still alive. That's Team 1 and Team 2 currently, not including this map. Not an absolute banger going on like we've seen the last couple. So only 3 kills for Slayer himself. But yet again, a really good position in zone. This is what they do best. They rotate early, take a power position in zone. Got a couple buildings on lockdown right now, kind of transferring back and forth between them, just looking for these rotations on the outside. There is a car, obviously, right around the corner, and he's basically saying, hey, take this out if they come in here at all. We need some kills, but we really need to make sure that we secure these placement points. If they are able to get 10 placement points, I don't know if anybody can catch them.
Yeah, no question about it. I don't think they're letting anybody contest for any of these buildings and kind of giving themselves as much breathing room as possible. They get info on one team down below, as you can see that medic class sticking out through the wall. Any bit of information is good at this point. They see 2
I have to use the restroom real quick, chat. Give me 1 second. Well, by the time you see this, I will probably already be back at my desk.
But unfortunately, not going to stay alive for very long as that smoke bomber class goes out, and on the counter, Slayer is able to get that information as they pick up the knocks.
Yeah, really clean play. Look at the zone pull, though. It's going to pull a little bit more central, so they're not going to be able to hold this building for new. They've got to clear this player out and then move on to next. You can see Slayer's team at the bottom of your screen in purple going to have to move up the hill to zone, I believe, where on the other side, Stone Mountain is swinging in close. This is a big moment. If Stone Mountain's team wipes both of these squads, it's going to be Slayer versus Stone Mountain on the rotation, and those are our top 2 teams today. It could open up the leaderboard a little bit for somebody else to sneak in and make some cash. They're taking it nice and slow on the low ground. An interesting spot to be in. I wouldn't call it a good one, but at the very least, they can stay alive for part of this transition and at least soak up some placement points.
They really have to pray that nobody peeks out from above because they're fishing a barrel, but you get a zip line that could be a gift from above. One player right there. Stone's not quite able to hunt him down, but that forces him down to the low ground. Now the opportunity for them to play this position. A lot of kind of peeking up rock cover right there that could provide a lot of value.
There we go.
His squad,
hello.
Right here, they still keep all 4 players up. And once again, on the hunt, nobody has been able to slow them down. Parker, the Slayer, and his squad taken out, and Slayer just continues to beam left and right. Although he gets taken down, those are huge shots from the concussion DLQ.
Here's a look. Stone Mountain deep in zone right now, outside of the safe zone. Inside is Slayer's team technically, but he is down. This is going to be a tight fight. We're losing a lot on Stone Mountain's team. You can see a couple in the forward advance are in trouble. Slayer himself, it looks like he is full out of here, but his teammates alive. There's 3 of them.
I don't know who this Slayer person is, but I am not surprised.
Hold this low ground position. There's no reason to move right now.
That they are
it's just going to
yet again at the end.
Here, you can isolate yourself.
Yet again at the end.
There's only 13 players alive. You're probably there already, and they have another good opportunity to win their 3rd game of the day out of 5 total games.
Wait.
And the fact that you've got a player that's as dominant as Slayer, and yet you can still have him taken out of the equation, and these 3 players have been able to handle it flawlessly, just shows the strength of this team. You do have a full squad that you've got to deal with. Iceman, Isaac, looking to lead the way right here, but they're playing very tight on the edge of zone. Don't seem super confident as they do it. Another team, Little B, looking to push out of zone, but they're just gonna kind of sit there and get
Nice,
knocked
keep going,
by
keep going.
zone.
Medic.
And there it is, Slayer Squad
Nice
picking
finish.
up the knocks.
Use medic, use
Only
medic, use
a couple
medic.
players remaining. It's pure
Bro,
chaos.
we might,
Everybody
we might,
dying to
we might.
zone, but they've got that
Bro,
position
press
on
him,
the inside, and it looks like
Nice.
they've got what it takes
Whoa.
to take the win to close out the event.
Unbelievable job. Team Slayer is
Wow,
the
wow,
best
wow.
team here. There's no question
Pretends to
about
be
it. They win 5
shocked.
matches and they win 3 of them.
Pretends to be
Perfect
shocked.
execution, playing for safe zone, letting the zone do its work. And if you play inside of that long enough, throw a couple bullets down range, you're going to be netted those kills, and you're going to be able to stay alive the longest to get the win. It was a great call from Slayer. That's the thing. He wasn't in the game. He had died from those great sniper shots from distance with the concussive rounds. But then he was just IGLing, and it was maybe even a better spot for him because you saw his team. They were going to push up the hill into the building and play the high ground. I think they lose the game if they do that. Staying low like Slayer called them to do allowed them to skate around the backside, not get into fights that were going to be an issue, and be able to play zone a lot easier than their opponents. Perfect execution, another great win. They're going to be at the top of the leaderboard. Only time will tell. The big question is who else is up there with them. Top 8 getting paid out, folks. And Iceman Isaac, they did make it to top 5. Let's take a quick look back on that one. It was utter chaos to start here, Bobby. We landed on the platform. Some of the folks ran away very quickly. Some folks got punished for staying. But overall, a great map regardless.
Nice.
Yeah, no question. We saw big plays out of a lot of different teams, and once again, I think the pressure forcing people to really show what they've got right there. But man, oh man, the experience out of Slayer Squad was just on a different level from what we saw from any other team. And once again, great performance out of them to take him out of the equation.